The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
For Penland, catch, shoot, three, up, and it swishes in. CP for three.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off, powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
Rogers at the free throw line, kicks it out. Alvey into the left corner. Weichel three. Butter. Braylon Weichel flaming hot from the outside.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilight, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium Press Box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Good morning from the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center in Rock Hill, South Carolina, where Carson-Newman begins its journey to another SAC championship tournament title. They'll try to go for their fourth, and it starts in the quarterfinal round against the fifth-seeded UVA Wise Highland Cavaliers. Good morning again, everyone. Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you in here to the Eagles Sports Network as Carson-Newman tries to win its 20th game of the year and try to advance in the quarterfinal round. The Eagles are a top 4 seed for the 25th time now, and overall have a 20-5 record in the opening round. Overall, Carson-Newman is 33-32 in the conference tournament alone, and the Eagles are just one of 3 teams to participate in the SAC tournament each season since it started in 1991. Meanwhile, UVA Wise is in the league tournament for the second time in 3 years and the fourth time in 6 years. They are 1-3 all time in the conference tournament. Head coach Mike Mincy and his group try to go for a 20th win here today. They're 19-9 after the regular season and will look for their 24th 20-win campaign and the 8th in the last decade. This is the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off, Eagle fans. AEC is your local electric co-op, service you can trust and value you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, we are AEC, powering what matters most. 2 meetings in the regular season, both teams defended home court. What does Mike Mincy have to say as he reflects back on those 2 matchups against UVA Wise? His pregame conversation heads your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeaneagles.com/Eagle Club.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers here on the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off as Carson-Newman begins its South Atlantic Conference tournament journey today in the quarterfinal round against UVA Wise in the 4-5 matchup here with head coach Mike Mincy on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, third time you'll see Wise. Obviously, you play every team in the regular season, so every game you'll play from here out in the conference tournament, you'll see a team for a third time. Split the regular season meetings with Wise. Both teams defended home court. They were games you never trailed at home, and then you never led at third place. Two completely opposite games. Home teams fared well in those meetings. When you reflect back on those two results to get ready for the third one, what stands out as the difference between the first meeting and the second meeting with the Cavaliers?
Well, the first meeting, we hit 7 of our first 12 three-point shots. Obviously, we were pressing and playing a lot, rotating a lot of people, and they did not shoot well. And we built a nice, comfortable lead at the half, and then we continued playing fairly well on into the third quarter. Even though Jen got in foul trouble in the second quarter, it was a pretty complete game for us, and we were able to utilize the bench. We go to their place, and it was a turn, and Wise probably has reasons why they lost that game at Carson-Newman, just like we have reasons why we went up there and lost. And, you can look on our side at a variety of reasons on, who played well, who didn't play well, who shot well, who didn't shoot well. But more importantly, it's letting Emily Aprise come in and go for 22 points and hit 6 of their 9 threes. That right there was probably the key cog in why we lost. And then the second one is the fact that we put them at the free throw line 26 times and then made 22. And those two things together was way too much for us to overcome an 83-70 loss.
You mentioned the offense. Obviously shot very well to get out to that big lead at home in that first meeting. Second meeting was completely different. Struggled to score early, fell behind big early, eventually found your offensive rhythm, but it was a little too late when it was all said and done there. When you look back at the offense, was it self-inflicted between game 1 to 2, the why you struggled in that second meeting, or was it Wise's defense that did something differently to take away your 3 ball as well?
Yeah, anytime somebody holds you down to 8 point to a single digit, you have to give credit to your opponent that they had something to do with it. However, we turned it over 3 times there early out of our starting group. Mullins got to the free throw line. She got a layup in the half court that was uncontested. She got 2 jumpers, mid-rangers off of transition defense. And you can't give a player of her caliber that easy stuff and let her get going. And then it wasn't until basically we got Caroline in the game to where we started finding traction. So, in that game, we were relying on people that we typically don't rely on. Not that we don't rely on Caroline, but when I went back and looked at the plus-minus chart and the group lineups, we had just weird lineups on there trying to survive, and that's not how you win. That's not how we're going to win today, and that's certainly not how you win big across the league. And so hopefully today will be much cleaner, and that our starters can go off to a better job, both on defense and on offense.
Andrew Rogers chatting with head coach Mike Mincy prior to this quarterfinal matchup with UVA Wise. It's been well documented, your postseason success over the last couple of years, and you've had a whole host of players, maybe in different roles, compete in these types of games. No postseason play, what it's about. How important do you think that type of thing is, especially when you start the tournament run, going up against UVA Wise team that is in the tournament for the second time in 3 years, but has little the postseason experience you do in comparison?
Yeah, if you look at yesterday, Anderson in particular has been here all 3 years, and even though we put them out the first year, the second year they go through us and get to the championship game and beat Coker. So they still have a lot of those players that have experience in this building, and I think there is somewhat of an advantage, and obviously it proved very advantageous yesterday. Right. playing against an LR team that did have some kids at Mars Hill that transferred over that played in one game last year, but as a whole unit, they don't have a lot of experience here. And then I think, LMU, even though they've lost the 2 first-round games, they still have experience of some experience, not a ton, of being here. But, for them, they just play good defense, and they held Catawba to a low number, and they won the game. So will it help us? I mean, I would like to think it will. We fared well last year when we faced the team that had beat us in the regular season, and we came over here with a little bit of revenge on our minds. So, but it's going to be different. It's going to be played differently than we've played here of recent. I mean, we're not going to start in the press. We're going to get back and try to make everything difficult, and we're going to try to guard them in the half court. And my goal today is to keep a good defensive unit on the floor most all the time. And so if we get people out there that are either not defending well or they're not helping our unit to defend well, then they're probably going to have to come and find a seat on the bench with me.
All right, best of luck today.
Thank you, Andrew.
That is the Lady Eagles head coach, Mike Mincy. We're back for more when the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off returns after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This
Goes up with the right hand, scores, and one.
is Carson-Newman Women's Basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
To Weichel, top of the key three for Braylon's up, swished in. Braylon Weichel from downtown gives Carson-Newman the lead back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Trilite, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Good morning again from Rock Hill, South Carolina at the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center. Carson-Newman set to battle UVA Wise in the 4-5 matchup of the South Atlantic Conference Women's Basketball Tournament in the quarterfinal round. This will be the 17th all-time meeting between these two programs. They met once each at each institution's home facility. Carson-Newman won on December 17th, 84-58, a game in which the Lady Eagles led by 25 at halftime, and in that contest led by as many as 33. At UVA Wise on February 4th, the Cavaliers led by as many as 25 and won 83-70. The Cavaliers are 16-12 and 13-9 overall. They're led by Jamie Klusman. She is in her 8th season as Wise's head coach and takes them to the SAC tournament for the 4th time in 6 seasons. Here's her starting lineup. In the backcourt, a junior guard from Coleman, Tennessee, 5'5" Jaylee Ruling, plays 31 minutes a game, leads the team in assists with 100, and has 55 steals for the year. Also in the backcourt, a sophomore guard from Brevard, North Carolina, 5'6", Alyssa Cheek, just averages a hair under 10 points per game at 9.8, and has back-to-back double-figure games to end the regular season entering today. Also in the backcourt is the conference's leading scorer, first-team All-SAC sophomore guard from Jasper, Georgia, Caroline Mullins is the conference's leading scorer at 20 a game in the regular season and is 13th best nationally. The front court consists of a sophomore from Grundy, Virginia, 6-foot-tall Madison Looney. She averages 11 points per game, started all 28, and today will be all 29 now. 23 minutes per game, but has just 6 points in the 2 meetings against Carson-Newman this season, despite her 11 points per game average. The lineup rounds out with a 6'1" sophomore from Louisa, Kentucky. Emily Priest makes her 6th start of the year and is the team's best three-point shooter. She went for a career-high 22 and made 6 threes, also a career high in that win over Carson-Newman on February 4th. Here's Carson-Newman's lineup. Head coach Mike Mincy in his 15th season has 306 wins and is the winningest coach in SAC women's basketball history. In the backcourt is a sophomore from Kingsport, Tennessee, Caroline Hill, 8.5 points per game for her. Emily Gonzalez is a 5'8" senior guard from Lenoir City, Tennessee. She is an All-SAC third-team player after leading Carson-Newman in steals and finishing second in assists with 101. Jennifer Sullivan's the team's leading scorer at 17.5 points per game, a couple of 30-point games for the first-team All-SAC guard to round out the backcourt. Keely Rogers, a redshirt junior forward from Knoxville, Tennessee, stands 5'10", and led Carson-Newman in assists in the regular season with 107, and is also the club's leading rebounder. And Maddie Knuckles, the All-SAC third-teamer, averaged 13.5 points per game. She's a junior forward from Chatsworth, Georgia. All right, both teams have taken the floor. UVA Wise is in red uniforms, white numerals, UVA written in white across the front, Wise written in black. Carson-Newman's in the white home uniforms as the higher-seeded team. Knuckles and Mullins go to the Rock Hill logo. The ball is in the air, and Wise wins the tip. Ball was put in the air by Chris Collins, and he's joined by A.J. Sibsey and Bo Carr for the officials today as Looney gets an early touch inside. Backing down, Knuckles goes to a jump hook. Knuckles blocks the shot. First possession in, and Knuckles showing her interior defense. Led the SAC in blocks in the regular season. Carson-Newman basketball for the first time 25 seconds in. It's Emily Gonzalez dribbling to the left wing. Stops and fires a pass to Maddie Knuckles. To the right side, Keely Rogers around a double screen for Sullivan, who gives it back to Rogers. Pass deflected near midcourt. Rogers recovers at 8. Keely, right-hand dribble, going inside on Priest. Wraps around, finds Sullivan. One more to Gonzalez. 3 to shoot. She fires it up, and it goes in and out. Mullins rebounds. Good look by Gonzalez, but it goes halfway down and out. 50 seconds in, Wise's second possession moves left to right. Alyssa Cheek crosses over at the foul line. pick and roll with Looney. One dribble and a shot up off glass is good. UVA Wise's Madison Looney has the game's first points 60 seconds in. Gonzalez brings it front court and gives to Sullivan right wing around a knuckles screen, drives to the free throw line, stops and gives to Rogers. Rogers drives inside, lost the ball on the way up, but a foul call. Foul as Rogers was trying to get her way into the lane, and it's on Jaylee Ruling, a junior from Coleman, Tennessee. First on Ruling, first of the game at the 8:45 mark of quarter one. Will send Keely Rogers to the free throw line, made 72% of her foul shots in the regular season and buries the first free throw. Scoreboard in here has 199-2 before they finally fix it and make it 2-1 as Rogers misses the second one right to the right. 2-1, the score. Wise has the 1 point advantage, 8:38 to go first quarter. Ruling a right-hand dribble at the right wing around a Looney screen. Eagles switch defensively. Ruling goes baseline. Wraps around and gives to Priest left wing. She dribbles a couple of times, picks up the dribble now. Goes to the left wing, Ruling with 10 inside. Looney wide open, pump fakes, puts one up, and it's too strong. Mullins offensive rebound and stick back. 4-1 on the Caroline Mullins second chance field goal. Gonzalez front court for Carson, gives it to the trailing Knuckles. Now to Rogers. She pump fakes a three. Driving inside, goes right corner, Gonzalez. Gonzalez drives middle on Alyssa Cheek. Backing her down to the block. Goes up off glass. Wild shot. Missed everything. Rebound Looney. 4-1 Wise. 2 minutes in. Ruling left to right. Drives to the free throw line. Spins on Caroline Hill. Navigates and now gives it back to Cheek left side. Alyssa Cheek around his screen. Wants a rescreen from Priest. Now she drives right inside the painted area. Flips one up high off the window. Too strong. And Keely Rogers there to collect her first rebound. She'll bring the ball up the floor. Bounce pass to a cutting Maddie Knuckles for a left-hand layup. The conference's best passer in the regular season connects on her first assist of the day. It hits Knuckles in stride, and the Eagles are within 2.5 minutes in. Knuckles the basket, first field goal by Carson-Newman. As Ruling runs the offense at the head of the key. The point guard throws it into the high post for Looney. Now to the right corner. Priest three up, too strong. Long rebound caught along the baseline by Emily Gonzalez. She'll bring it up the floor. Skip pass front court for Keely Rogers, who drives middle, goes right wing for a pass to Sullivan for a three. Cha-ching! Jen's on the board with her first tray ball on Carson-Newman's second three-point attempt, and Eagles have their first lead. It's by 2, 3 minutes in. Ruling left side around a Priest screen. Now drives left, looks for a pass, instead picks up the dribble and gives to Priest. To the high post it goes Looney. Looney faces, dribbling with the right hand. Not looking for a shot. Dribbles to the block, now finds a back-cutting Cheek who flips one up but got fouled. Lost the ball on the way up, too, and it'll be a foul on Carson-Newman's Emily Gonzalez. It'll be Emily's first and Carson-Newman's first of this opening quarter. They'll say it's not in the act of shooting. It's a foul on the floor. So 6:44 to go first quarter. It'll be a baseline inbound for the Cavaliers. Mullins will do it from the right baseline. Chest pass into the wing for Ruling. They try to post up Mullins. She's not open. Now they give it to her 18 feet away. She faces against Sullivan. Now backs her down with a left-hand dribble. Gets into the middle of the floor. Fades away with a jump shot. Missed it wide left. Looney had the rebound. It's now loose on the floor. Knuckles down there with her to tie up possession. And the ball goes back to Carson-Newman. Good defense by Carson-Newman as Wise has now missed 4 of its last 5 shots to start this game after making its first. Gonzalez across midcourt. The team's point guard was an all-SAC third-teamer in her senior season. She dribbles the ball outside and now picks it up and gives to Rogers way out front. Keely one dribble and a pass to Maddie Knuckles. Now to Rogers. Rogers crosses over at the foul line, gives to Knuckles. Long three up, and it's down. Maddie Knuckles buries the three, and Carson-Newman's up by 5 and has 8 straight points. Alyssa Cheek around his screen. Gives to Looney right elbow. Fakes a pass, now gives to Mullins inside. She's doubled. Eagles don't foul as Mullins backs down Sullivan. Fadeaway shot from 6 feet, left it short. Follows her miss, puts it up off the glass, and it rolls around and through. 9-6 on a second chance field goal from Caroline Mullins. Both their baskets are off offensive rebounds now. Gonzalez into the lane, backing down Cheek, kicks it out Rogers. Into the corner Knuckles. She drives baseline, gets cut off, and gives to Gonzalez. Skip pass Rogers. Crossover inside, doubled, gives it to Knuckles, baseline shot up, and it's too strong. Offensive rebound, nobody there for Carson-Newman. It's Ruling grabbing it for Wise. 5:20 to go first quarter, Eagles lead by 3. Ruling goes left corner for a pass to Mullins. Mullins to Cheek. Cheek out front will pop a 3 from long range. It's off to the right, and Rogers rebounds the ball for the second time for the Lady Eagles. She brings it up the floor right to left. Keeley into the lane. Goes right corner with a pass to Gonzalez. Fumbled the catch. Now fires a three and swishes it in. Carson-Newman's third three in 4 attempts goes down for Emily Gonzalez, and the Lady Eagles have doubled up Wise just over 5 minutes in. Ruling will try to answer from the corner for three. It goes in and out. Rogers fights for the rebound with Knuckles, and they can't corral it, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with UVA Wise after a timeout. Carson-Newman blazing hot from downtown. They have made 3 of their first 4 threes, and 3 different Lady Eagles have joined in on that party. 4:46 to go first quarter. Lady Eagles up by 6 in the opening round of the conference tournament here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
Carson-Newman leads by 6, 12-6. 3 different Lady Eagles have buried a triple. One of those was Jennifer Sullivan, who has now crossed over the 1,000-point mark for her collegiate career. She is just under that mark in 2 years at Mossy Creek as UVA Wise gets a jump shot from Caroline Mullins out of the timeout to make it a 4-point game. Mullins has 6 of Wise's 8 points to start the day. 4.5 to go first quarter. Lady Eagles lead by 4. Sullivan pump fakes the top of the key three. Now fires the ball to Rogers, who drives middle on Priest. Wraps around, running, right-hand hook off the window is good. Keely Rogers has her first field goal, and Carson-Newman goes back up 6, 14-8 with 4:15 to go first quarter. Madison Looney into the middle of the lane, spins on Knuckles, and Looney scores it and 1 over Knuckles. Good finish there by Madison Looney, who only scored 6 points in 2 regular season meetings, now has 4, and gets a foul called on Knuckles, her first, and Carson-Newman's second of the opening quarter. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza partner of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. You get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's is the official pizza partner of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Looney missed the foul shot. It stays a 4-point game with just over 4 to play as Carson-Newman turns it over. Knuckles tried to skip pass to the left wing, and Hill could not control it. First substitution from either side is at the 4:06 mark. It is Mia Nienaber, a player that has made 24 starts this year, comes off the bench in this game and enters for Looney. 14-10, Carson-Newman thanks to 3 of 4 shooting from long range. Cheek around a right wing screen. Driving right, spins on Gonzalez, who got to the spot first, but Cheek makes the layup and 1. That is the second foul on Emily Gonzalez. And Carson-Newman's third team foul on a 3-point play opportunity coming for Alyssa Cheek, as Delaney Weddington will be the first Lady Eagle off Carson-Newman's bench and take Caroline Hill's place. Free throw flipped up and no good. In and out for Cheek, and then a foul going for the rebound on UVA Wise. It'll be its second team foul, and it's on Emily Priest, her first. 14-12, Wise has scored the last 4 to bring this game within 2. Both teams have had an early lead, no greater than Carson-Newman's 6 earlier this frame. Weddington gives to Sullivan after a double screen. She pump fakes, steps into a deep 2. It's in and out, no good. Weddington in there for the offensive rebound. It's going to get tied up with Ruling, and the held ball will give possession to UVA Wise. So the Highland Cavaliers get a defensive stop on Carson-Newman's just second miss from long range. And it gives it back to the Cavaliers. 3.5 to go first quarter. It's 14-12. Carson-Newman leads. Pass to Mullins, the conference's leading scorer, has it at the elbow. Jab step, drives left, goes left corner, Nienaber 3, up and it's off to the left. Good box out by Gonzalez, but Cheeks goes to get the ball, and flips it out to Rolling. Second chance opportunity. Priest to knee neighbor. She drives on Knuckles, spins, gives it to Priest. Left wing three is up and good. UVA Wise has rattled off a 7-0 run to take a 1-point lead. 3 minutes to go first quarter. Gonzalez navigates the interior of the painted area, now kicks it out Sullivan. Sullivan crosses over around his screen, stops, gives it to Knuckles. Pick and roll three, or pick and pop three is too strong on Maddie's shot, and the ball rebounded by Wise. 15-14, they lead thanks to a 7-0 run over the last 80 seconds. Ruling spins on Sullivan, now kicks it out knee neighbor. She pump fakes a three, a jab step, and now a pass to Cheek left side. Right-hand dribble for Cheek. She steps into a deep two and doesn't get the roll. After hitting the front of the iron, Delaney Weddington rebounds and brings it up the floor. Now gives to Keely Rogers, middle of the floor. Rogers drives inside, stops, kicks it out Gonzalez, now to Sullivan, right wing. The Eagles have not scored in 2 minutes as Sullivan drives inside. Wild shot, flipped it up, no. Too strong. Rebound Wise in the running. Ruling in transition. Looks for a backdoor cut, hits Cheek, but she lost the ball, and Weddington there for the steal. Rogers driving in transition, crosses over, gives to a back-cutting Gonzalez, who flips it up. I got fouled on the way up. Jamie Klusman from UVA Wise, their head coach, furious, and thought it was a clean play underneath. It's on Emily Priest, her second, and Gonzalez gets the whistle after missing the layup by hitting the bottom of the iron. As Carson-Newman's going to make some changes, Caroline Hill and Sybil Penland are into the game for the Lady Eagles. And Priest will exit with 2 fouls. Looney returns. All right, Gonzalez to try to tie the game at 15. Her first foul shot is swished in for the All-SAC third-teamer. Made 76% of her free throws in the regular season. And now we'll try to give Carson-Newman the lead back. It's up and it goes in and out, no good. Carson-Newman's second miss from the stripe. 15 all, 1:55 to go first quarter. Mullins steps into a free throw line shot and missed it wide right. Knuckles tracks down the rebound, her third of this first quarter. Gonzalez brings it up the floor, 100 seconds to go first quarter. She drives inside, wild shot, got blocked from behind by Cheek, and the ball rebounded by Wise, and they're running in transition. Knee neighbor, left side to Ruling. One more Mullins. Turns down the three and now gives it back out front. Knee neighbor, no hesitation on a three and left it short. Knuckles the defensive rebound. $1:25 to go in the first quarter. A high-scoring quarter so far. 15 points apiece for these two 4-5 seeds. Gonzalez pick and pop with Knuckles. She turns down the three, drives inside, got blocked on the way up, and Wise rebounds the ball. Another block shot for the Cavaliers. They run in transition. Ruling inside, lobs it inside. It gets deflected out. It'll stay with the Cavaliers with 66 seconds to go first quarter as Carly Hayworth will enter the game for the first time, and the Eagles will send Emily Gonzalez to the bench. Chloe Heath will also sprint to the scorer's table and will take Maddie Knuckles' place. So Mike Mincy's got 4 bench players and 2 starters out there, but 3 of the 5 on the floor have started games this year. Inbound to knee neighbor with the game tied at 15. Wise is leading scorer. Mullins pulls up from the elbow, barely hit the rim. Defensive rebound, Chloe Heath. She dribbles twice and outlets the ball to Sybil Penland, who dribbles up the right side of the floor, pulls up for a 14-footer, left it short, and Mullins rebounds the ball. Carson-Newman's missed 6 of its last 7 from the field. Lob it high post, Looney. A ball fake, now a spin inside, back cutting his Cheek for a layup. It's up and in, and one. Nice back cut by Alyssa Cheek, her second field goal. Both of her baskets have turned into and one opportunities, and it gives Wise a 17-15 advantage with 41.5 seconds to play in the opening frame. So Cheek to try to complete the three-point play and does it this time by making the free throw. 18-15. Carson-Newman will bring the ball up the floor and try to snap a scoring drought. They've missed 6 of their last 7 from the field as Hayworth crosses over, now gives the ball to Weddington. Right side Heath. Dribble and a handoff to Caroline Hill. Hill, right hand dribble at the head of the key. Now drives left on Cheek. Spins, flips it up high off the window, missed it. Mullins rebounds, and the shot clock is off here with less than 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Mullins has the ball out front. Jamie Klusman calls for a play and now gives it to Cheek. Cheek with 8 seconds at the Rock Hill logo at midcourt. 6 seconds. Cheek, right-hand dribble. Driving on Caroline Hill. Goes to the basket. Got by her and scores the layup. UVA Wise takes a 5-point lead into the second quarter. The Eagles missed 7 of their last 8 shots, and after leading 14-8 with 4:22 to play in the first quarter, Carson-Newman was outscored 12-2. Lady Eagles struggling offensively. Wise has not so far, and they have a 5-point lead with the second quarter looming here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center, where UVA Wise has a first quarter lead of 20-15 as we get set to start the second. It'll be Carson-Newman basketball. Lady Eagles saw Wise go on a 12-1 run to end that first quarter. Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located in the MSAC Grand Hall. The Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. Visit them online as well at eagleshop.cn.edu. All right, to begin the second quarter, Sullivan around his screen. Stops inside the arc, gives to Heath. Still plenty to shoot, 15 on the timer. Rogers right side, crosses over into the lane, kicks it to the left wing, Hayworth. Clock down to 10 as she gives the ball to Sullivan out front. Jen pump fakes a 3, rips through, goes to the basket, goes up, missed it. Long rebound collected by Cheek. Numbers for Wise, 3-on-2. Cheek bounce pass, Looney catches, shoots a layup and scores. 14-1 scoring run. Carson-Newman has not made a basket since the 4-minute mark of the second quarter, and Wise's lead is 7. It's largest of the day as Gonzalez drives inside and commits an offensive foul, and that is Emily's third foul of the first half. Lowered her shoulder on a drive to the right block and is whistled for an offensive foul. So 3 on Gonzalez. She will stay in the game. Eagles in their full court pressure now. Down 7, 9:15 to go second quarter. Cheek has the ball in the backcourt, crosses over in Hayworth, put her hands on Cheek as she crossed over, and a foul call. Hayworth's second foul, first foul rather, and Carson-Newman's second, as Gonzalez will now exit with those 3 fouls here in this first half. And now the Eagles will back off at a half-court defense, trailing by 7. The Eagles have missed 8 of their last 9 field goals. Cheek around his screen, stops the elbow, gives to Looney. Jump shot up and good. Wise has got everything rolling. It's a 9-0 run, an extended 16-1 run to lead by 9. Keely Rogers inside the arc, stops at the elbow, bounce pass out front to Carly Hayworth. Hayworth, an in-and-out dribble. At the head of the key, now gives to Madeline Ladd. Ladd lost the dribble, now picks it up, needs help, gives it to the baseline Heath. She pump fakes a jump shot, drives middle, stops, flips it up with the right hand, and missed it, but a traveling violation called first. 8:34 to go first quarter. It's 24-15. Wise leads, and the Eagles will back off into man-to-man defense, down 9. Having not scored in the second quarter, having not scored in more than 3 minutes, and having not made a basket since the 4:24 mark of the first quarter. Looney pump fakes, drives baseline, puts a shot up over Knuckles, airballed it too strong. Keely Rogers on the backside for the defensive rebound, her 4th. Transition goes Keely inside the arc, gives it to Sullivan, left corner 3, up and good. Jennifer Sullivan buries her second 3 and as many tries, and the Lady Eagles scoring drought ends there. They're within 6 as Cheek drives inside, gets around Sullivan, missed the shot, got blocked by Sullivan underneath. And the possession stays with Wise with 8:03 to play in the second quarter. Cavaliers have Kendra West on the floor for the first time. They've used 2 bench players so far. Inbound to Neighbor left wing. Looks inside for Mullins, now gives it to her. She faces, double comes. They give it to West in the corner. She drives and kicks it out to Neighbor. Neighbor drives by Ladd, stops underneath the basket, needs help, pivoting inside. Looks, now kicks it out to West, who lost the ball. It's now loose on the floor. West tries to pass it. It ends up with Cheek. 4 seconds. Cheek pulls up. 3. Airballed it. Good defensive stand there by Carson-Newman, as Wise's possession was all sorts of discombobulated, and it ends in an air ball. And the Eagles get it back down by 6, 24-18 with 7:40 to go in the second quarter, having trailed by as many as 9 in this first half. Lady Eagles have led by as many as 6. Ladd to the baseline, Knuckles. A double shown. Knuckles now spins away. Fritt drives inside. Blew the layup, though. Too strong with the left hand. It was wide open, and Wise rebounds. Mullins transition. Left wing. Drives to the middle of the paint. Fades away with a jump shot and swished it in. Caroline Mullins answers to make it 26-18. Mullins has 8. Knuckles, one dribble and a handoff to Sullivan. She pump fakes a long 3. Spins inside. Steps back. Doesn't have a jump shot and gives to Rogers. Rogers inside to Knuckles, backing down Mullins, shoots a shot off the window and scores. Maddie Knuckles has her 7th point. The All-SAC third-teamer brings Carson-Newman back within 6. Lady Eagles have made just 2 of their last 11 field goals, but still within striking distance. Dribble handoff left side. Knee neighbor bounces the ball to Caroline Mullins, head of the key. Now a handoff to a curling West, who gives it to Looney. Looney looks for the back cut, gives it to Cheek. She lost the ball, and the Eagles deflect it to Keely Rogers for a steal. Transition, no numbers. Keely brings it front court, gives to Sullivan. Left wing triple is up, way too strong, and West rebounds the ball at the right block. 6:22 to go in the second quarter. Lady Eagles trail by 6. Ball inside to Looney, backing down Knuckles. Puts a shot up, wild one, barely hit the backboard, and it's rebounded by Carson-Newman's Rogers. Transition for Keely inside. Dishes it out Sullivan. One more to the corner for Madeline Ladd's 3. Way too strong. It's an air ball. And Wise could not grab the rebound. So it'll stay with Carson-Newman with 6:05 to go in this second quarter. 26-20 the score. The officials, or 2 of them, discussing things at the top of the key. Ball didn't hit the rim, but the shot clock did not reset to 20, so it should stay put at 19. That was a quick transition sequence. Figure the discussion may be about the shot clock, but there's no need to adjust it. I think that possession was quick enough, and there was no reset on the missed shot. So they'll keep it at 19 as they inbound the ball to Rogers for a mid-range shot, and she left it short. Rebound collected along the baseline by Grace Viborni. They give it to knee neighbor. She's wide open from the wing for 3, and it goes in and out, does the 3, and Rogers rebounds the ball. 5:50 to go. Keeley's got 6 rebounds to lead Carson-Newman. Gives the ball to Madeline Ladd, left wing. Ladd looks inside and now gives it to Rogers at the top of the key. Keeley crosses over at the dribble inside, looks inside, now bounces to Carly Hayworth. Hayworth steps into a long 3. It's wide right. Sullivan grabs the offensive rebound from the baseline. Gives it to Knuckles, throw it inside. Rogers the catch and the right-hand layup. 5 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for Keely Rogers. And Carson-Newman's within 4, 26-22. Ball to knee neighbor left side. She drives by Ladd, puts a shot up, left it short. Tried the reverse layup from the left side, and Carson-Newman rebounds. Transition 5-on-4. Rogers to Sullivan. One more, left corner. Knuckles lines it up, and it's an air ball too strong. Rebound Kendra West. West out of the pack with the ball. A 3-on-2 as she races down the floor. Gives it to Ruling. Left corner. 3 is up and no good. Rebound Mullins, and she's fouled. That'll bring us to a media break. 4:53 to go in quarter 2. Carson-Newman's within 4, having trailed by as many as 9 here in this second quarter. The foul on Knuckles, her 2nd, and Carson-Newman's 3rd of the period. 26-22 Wise in the quarterfinal round of the conference tournament from Rock Hill, South Carolina on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years has been Magaha Electric, the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electric contracting needs. Magaha Electric is your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Carson-Newman got out to a great start offensively, made 4 of its first 6 threes, and led 14-8 with 4:24 to play in the second quarter. But the Eagles went on a field goal drought of 7 minutes, and Wise countered by scoring 16 of the next 17 points. A 16-1 run put the Cavaliers up by 9. And the Lady Eagles have been as close as 4 since that 9-point Wise lead at the 8:17 mark. We now have 4:53 to go second quarter. And Mullins for Wise will try to tack on to this 4-point advantage for the 5th seed Cavaliers. First one up and good for Mullins. She led the league in scoring. Was one of a handful of players that had a good case to win Player of the Year. 20 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, and her 549 points in this season, counting today's games, are the 4th most in Wise's program history for a single season. She makes both. It's 28-22. Cavaliers lead. Rogers, top of the key, reverses the ball to Hayworth. She pump fakes a long 3, dribbles out front, crosses over and gives back to Rogers. Rogers around his screen, gives it back to Hayworth, looking inside, trying to post up for Sullivan. Hayworth's going to step back for a long 3. It nearly banked in, and Ruling grabs the rebound. Transition, Cavaliers left to right. Ruling to the top of the key, gets a screen set for her. Eagles switch Abigail Johnson onto her for the first time. Inside to Verboni, and she barreled over Carly Hayworth for an offensive foul. First foul by Wise in the second quarter is on Grace Verborny, her first, the junior from Rockford, Illinois. Called for the offensive foul, gives the ball back to Carson-Newman, who is 3 of 11 from the field in the second quarter, and just 30% for the day. Ladd dribble handoff, gives to Hayworth left side. Eagles setting a double screen for Sullivan. She's shown by 2 defenders. They both leave. She fires a 3, missed it strong. Long rebound to Kendra West. Ball poked away. It's loose on the deck, and we have... What do we have? Maybe a foul on Carson-Newman. Rogers was in there trying to get the ball, and we do have a foul on Keely Rogers going for the possession. That is Keely's first, and Carson-Newman's 4th team foul. None left to give now in this second quarter with 3:58 to play. All right, 28-22. The Cavaliers aren't much better from the field. They're just 38%, but they've made 4 more shots than Carson-Newman and lead by 6. Mullins trying to add on to it. That 3 is an air ball, and Madeline Ladd with the defensive rebound for Carson-Newman. She dribbles the ball and gives to Rogers right side. Keeley fakes a dribble handoff with Ladd. Now dribbles to the head of the key and gives to Carly Hayworth. 3.5 to go. Hayworth out front, gives to Rogers. Rogers rips through, driving inside. Backs down her defender, now gives to Carly Hayworth, who drives to the elbow, stops, hesitates, drives inside, had it poked away from behind by Mullins. 7 to shoot as Alyssa Cheek will come back into the game, and out goes Kendra West with Carson-Newman trailing by 6. 3:21 to go third quarter. Inbound to Rogers, collected at 5. The Eagles have to go. Rogers going to pull up, top of the key 3 is an air ball. Ball back to Wise. Carson-Newman more than 2 minutes now without a field goal. Has missed 8 of its last 9. Scored 14 points in less than 6 minutes and has scored 8 points in the last 10 minutes of game action. Mullins left wing gives to Ruling, now to Cheek right side. Cheek guarded by Hayworth, gives to a cutting Mullins, who goes up for a shot. Rogers stripped her on the way up. A steal for Keeley, her 3rd of the game. Outlet pass goes to Sullivan right wing. Jen inside the arc, driving on Ruling, met by a second defender, goes up, got blocked underneath by Viborny, and Wise has the ball going the other way. Transition 3-on-2, Ruling goes up, got blocked by Madeline Ladd, out of bounds off of Ruling, and the ball back to Carson-Newman. 2:39 to go second quarter as Delaney Weddington and Sybil Penland come into the game for Carson-Newman, and Rogers and Ladd will get a rest of the bench. Keeley has had a fantastic first half. 5 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. done just about everything for Carson-Newman, except really aid to the offensive struggles so far. Hayworth dribbles around his screen and goes left corner for a Weddington pass. Delaney drives middle, spins on her defender, bounce past Johnson, a power dribble, a shot up with the left hand and scores. Abigail Johnson has her first points of the conference tournament, and Carson-Newman's within 4 and snaps a 3-minute scoring drought. Viborny gives it to the corner for Alyssa Cheek. Around his screen, she goes driving left, gets to the middle of the floor, spins on Hayworth, puts one up, missed it strong. Sybil Penland rebounds the ball for Carson-Newman. 4-on-4 break. Penland's pass intercepted by Ruling in transition. 2-on-1. Ruling inside. Eurostep layup. Missed it. Rebound deflects around, and we've got a foul underneath on Carson-Newman. Sybil Penland charged the foul with $1:53 to go. It'll be her first reaching in, and Carson-Newman's 15th foul. So free throws for Jaylee Ruling as Caroline Hill will enter the game, and Jen Sullivan will rest for the final 113 seconds of this second quarter. Ruling to the line. Wise hasn't scored in 3 minutes, and that changes as Ruling swishes in the first foul shot. 29-24. Carson-Newman's committed 9 total fouls to Wise's 4 as Ruling makes both, and it's back to a 6-point advantage for the Cavaliers, who bring in a substitution for the first time today as well. Caroline Hill drives inside and can't finish through contact. We've got a hell ball underneath as Penland and Viborny were tied up, and the arrow favors Wise. Into the game for the first time is Katie Hoover, a freshman from Christiansburg, Virginia. Has been playing a lot more double-digit minutes in 4 of the last 5. She's out there for the final minute plus with Ruling, Mullins, Cheek, and Viborny. Against Carson-Newman's Hill, Penland, Hayworth, Weddington, and Johnson, 5 bench players for Carson-Newman. Ruling out front, dribbles the ball, and now goes to the baseline. Mullins, who touched it last, out of bounds, a turnover. UVA Wise turns it over for the 6th time. A low scoring now and low turnover game as well. Just a combined 10 first half turnovers. Gives the ball back to Carson-Newman, down 6 with $1:20 to go in the half. Ball reversed to Penland left wing. Eagles look inside, now give it to Caroline Hill at the top of the key. Caroline dribbles and hands off to Hayworth. Clock down to 15. Hayworth crosses over, top of the key, one-hand pass to Weddington. She pump fakes a 3, kicks it back to Hayworth. She pump fakes a 3, and now gives to Hill. To the baseline, Johnson. She fades, skip pass, Sybil Penland attacks a closeout, drives inside. 6-footer is short. Rebound collected by Hoover. 30-24. Carson-Newman's missed 7 of its last 8. 50 ticks to play, rolling around his screen. Inside the arc, now dribbles to the right wing. They give it to Mullins, backing down. Weddington goes up and scores. 32-24. Caroline Mullins has 12 points and 7 rebounds, and the Cavaliers lead by 8. Hayworth to the right wing, Caroline Hill. Hill dribbles a couple of times and hands off to Penland. To the left wing, Hill pump fakes a 3. Hesitates, now gives to Weddington. Left wing 3 is up and swished in. Delaney Weddington buries a left wing triple to bring Carson-Newman within 5 with 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Wise can hold for the last shot. That is Carson-Newman's 5th three-pointer. Cheek around his screen, 6 to shoot. Crossover dribble, driving inside, lobs it, corner, Mullins, 3 to shoot. Steps into a mid-range shot and missed it. Rebound Carson-Newman, and that's the first half. Well, for as bad as Carson-Newman shot in that first half, it's a beneficial fact that they're only down 5. Delaney Weddington's first career basket at the conference tournament comes on a 3-pointer late in half 1 to make it a 5-point game. 32-27. UVA Wise holds a 5-point advantage in a game that features both teams shooting 35% or worse. Carson-Newman shooting better from 3 than it is from the field, and trails UVA Wise 32-27 at intermission. We break it all down with the Eagle Shop halftime report, which heads your way after these messages along the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime on the Eagle Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagle Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Euro step in the lane, shot up off glass. It falls in for Keely Rogers.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
It is a halftime deficit for Carson-Newman of 5 points at intermission in the opening round of the South Atlantic Conference Women's Basketball Championships, the quarterfinal round between 4th-seeded Carson-Newman and 5th-seeded UVA as it favors the Cavaliers at intermission 32-27 at the break. Lady Eagles trailing at halftime for the 9th time this year. They're 2-6 when trailing at intermission. Carson-Newman found a nice groove offensively early in this basketball game, in large part to its ability to make three-point shots, made 3 of its first 4 threes, and that helped Carson-Newman get out to a 14-8 advantage with 4:24 to play in that first quarter. 3 different Lady Eagles made a triple as well, part of that good start. But then everything changed from there on. Carson-Newman did not make a field goal for the rest of quarter 1, and UVA-wise closed the first quarter on a 12-1 run to take a 5-point lead into the second quarter. That run would extend to a 16-1 run by Madison Looney, making 2 field goals in the first minute of the second quarter, and the Cavaliers opened up their biggest lead of the half at 9 points. The Lady Eagles would find their offensive groove again after 6 minutes without a field goal. Jen Sullivan made a 3-pointer to make it a 6-point game, and the Lady Eagles would get as close as 4 in that second quarter, but Wise scored 5 straight points, got the lead back to 8 before Delaney Weddington 3, and the final 30 seconds of the second quarter brought it back down to a 5-point game. So since that 16-1 run, UVA-wise has had the lead and control of this quarterfinal match. Carson-Newman shoots just 30% from the field, 36 from 3, 5 of 14 from long range, and they were 5 of 15 in the first, 5 of 18 in the second quarter. UVA-wise was worse from the field in the second quarter, but they shot very well in the first quarter. 41% from the field and made 9 field goals, made nearly as many field goals as Carson-Newman did for the entire half in the first quarter. Wise made 9 first-quarter baskets, and Carson-Newman only made 10 baskets total in that first half of play. Nobody for the Lady Eagles in double figures. Maddie Knuckles, though, leads the way with 7 points, and her 3 field goals was a +5 on the floor as well. Keely Rogers may have been Carson-Newman's best player in that first half. She had 5 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Jen Sullivan hit a couple of threes while crossing over the 1,000 career point mark for her collegiate career. Delaney Weddington off the bench made a three, and Abigail Johnson made a layup in that second quarter as well. For UVA-wise, Caroline Mullins, the All-SAC first-teamer and the conference's leading scorer, threw in 12 points on 5 of 11 shooting and led the team with 7 rebounds. Madison Looney and Alyssa Cheek each have 8 and 7 to pace a Wise offense that is just 1 of 10 from 3, but has had success in the paint. They've doubled up Carson-Newman in the painted area with a 22-10 advantage. 32-27, UVA Wise leads Carson-Newman at halftime here inside of the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. We'll take you around the South Atlantic Conference, update you on how yesterday's quarterfinals went and what's to come here from the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center today here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. That and much more heads your way with the Eagles Shop halftime report. The Eagles down 5 at the break on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Andrew Rogers back at the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center where Carson-Newman trails UVA-Wise 32-27 at intermission. Yesterday's quarterfinals saw rare history in the league for just the second time ever in the South Atlantic Conference. The 8th seed defeats the 1 seed in the conference tournament. Anderson never trailed and ended Lenore Ryan's 19-game winning streak by defeating the Bears 79-63. Anderson outscored LR by 7 points or more in the first 3 quarters, led by as many as 26, and ran away with a 16-point victory on this very floor. The Trojans were led by Sierra Harris's 21 points on efficient 7 of 10 shooting. The winner of this game today gets Anderson tomorrow at noon. The other quarterfinal featured a 2-7 matchup. 2-seeded Lincoln Memorial had its way with Catawba and destroyed the Indians 72-42 behind a career day from Asia Barr. She made 7 threes and had 25 for the Rail Splitters to blow out Catawba by 30 points. And then later today in the 3-6 matchup, 3-seeded Coker will battle Wingate, who is the 6th seed in a game between two teams that have played twice in the regular season. Obviously, Coker won the first 2. In yesterday's latest region rankings, Carson-Newman stayed at 5, and really the top 7 stayed the same. LR is still 1. Not counting yesterday's result, they will probably move off that 1 line and not host the regional. Lincoln Memorial stayed in the 2 spot. Columbus State is the best Peach Belt team. They're in 3rd. Coker is 4. Carson-Newman stayed 5. Francis Marion 6. Wingate stayed 7. The only real change was USC Beaufort jumping up ahead of North Georgia from 9th to 8th in the region rankings. Nighthawks dropped to 9th, but the significance with that is USC Beaufort was upset in the opening round of the Peach Belt tournament. They were defeated by Georgia College by 15 yesterday, so Beaufort probably on the outside looking in of the conference tournament. North Georgia took care of business at home in the quarterfinal round of the Peach Belt tournament yesterday, 63-59. Columbus State is the top seed. They were ranked 3rd in those region rankings. They blew out Lander 101-73, and Augusta battling for one of those automatic berth opportunities out of the Peach Belt defeated Middle Georgia 74-70. Carson-Newman's down by 5. It's won twice this year when trailing at halftime, but this is the 9th time they've trailed at the break. The deficit's just 5, and we bring you the second half action from Rock Hill, South Carolina, with the Eagles down by 5 after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, loses her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, 3 from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
As we get ready for the second half, it's the 5-seed UVA Wise up on the 4-seed Carson-Newman 32-27 at intermission. Before we begin the second half, let's pause for station identification here on the Eagle Sports Network. All right, Jay Adams back in network control, keeping us on the air throughout today's games. Carson-Newman's men's team will be in action at 5 o'clock in the 4-5 matchup as well. The Eagles on the men's side are the 5 seed and will play the 4th seeded Lincoln Memorial in what will probably, most likely, be a play-in game for the South Atlantic, or for the NCAA tournament. All right, Carson-Newman will move left to right in the second half in those white uniforms. And Delaney Weddington will start the second half for Carson-Newman. So Caroline Hill will sit the bench to begin the second half. Jen Sullivan, Emily Gonzalez joined by Knuckles and Rogers as the second half is underway. Knuckles gets the ball on a pass from Gonzalez. Now gives to Weddington, who drives right to the basket for a right-hand layup and scores. Carson-Newman within 3 on Delaney Weddington's second basket. She's got 5 straight since that three-pointer to end the break to bring Carson-Newman within 3, 20 seconds into quarter 3. Ruling, top of the key, gives to Priest. Now the left side, Mullins. To the corner, Cheek. Cheek, a right-hand dribble, throws it inside. Looney catches, lost the ball, recovers, pump fakes with 10. Looks for help, now gives to Cheek, who curls around his screen, driving right. Ball fake, a shot up off glass, missed it. Weddington rebounds the ball in traffic. Delaney outlets the pass up the near side for Gonzalez, who runs in transition, goes baseline for Knuckles, but the pass behind her and a turnover. Carson-Newman's 5th turnover gives it back to Wise with 9:13 to go third quarter. Again, low turnover game. Both these teams have had trouble in the half court just scoring the ball, but it's not been plagued by turnovers. It's just been plagued by the inability at times to put the ball in the basket. Into the corner it goes to Looney, trying to post up Priest at the right block. It's not open. Now Looney drives middle on Knuckles, stops, gives it to Priest at the block. Backing down Weddington, jump hook off glass at the side of the backboard. Rebound Maddie Knuckles. Transition, she'll bring it up the floor to the top of the key. Looks for a pass and hands off for Sullivan. Sullivan, a jab step, driving left. Bumped off the spot, now spins on Ruling. Lost the ball. Tries to rip through in the lane and got tied up. Held ball. Will give it to UVA Wise. So back-to-back turnovers for Carson-Newman after just 4 in the opening half. They have 2 in 3 possessions here to begin the third quarter. Still a 3-point game, though. 32-29, 90 seconds into the third. Ball to Priest, now into the corner for Mullins. Mullins has a game-high 12. Up and under on Rogers. Left-hand shot, missed it strong. Looney offensive rebound. Stick back, no. Looney tries to go up again and is fouled. Offensive rebounding for UVA Wise. They've got 8 in the game after those 2 there. And the foul is on Maddie Knuckles. That is her 3rd foul. So Carson-Newman's got 2 starters with 3 fouls with 8:18 to play in quarter 3. That's Knuckles and Gonzalez, 2 all-SAC third-teamers, have 3 fouls as Madison Looney goes to the line. And the sophomore barely grazed the iron on her first free throw attempt. She's a 72% shooter for the season. Averaged 11.5 points per game in the regular season, makes the second. 4-point advantage for Wise, 33-29. Gonzalez, right-hand dribble inside, goes to the basket, flips it up and scores. Wanted a contact in the and one, didn't get it, but Gonzalez finished through the contact underneath to make it a 2-point game. Emily has her second field goal. 2-point game, 2 minutes into the third. Ball to Mullins, left wing. Chest pass, Priest. Now it's reversed to Cheek. Now to the baseline they go. Looney doubled. Finds a cutting. Mullins pulls up from 6 feet. Tried to bank it in and missed it. Gonzalez, defensive rebound. Transition goes Carson-Newman. One-hand pass to Knuckles, got deflected out. It'll stay with the Eagles. Nice find. Right idea. It would have been a nice find from Gonzalez, but Wise in transition got its hands in the air to deflect it away. 7:46 to go third quarter. Gonzalez will inbound. She looks, still looks. Now gives it to the wing for Sullivan. Thought about an in-rhythm 3. Instead, crosses over and got bumped and fouled by Jaylee Ruling. Second on Ruling and the second on Wise here in quarter 3. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you by visiting trilite.net. Inbound to the Weddington, and now the ball goes to Rogers. Rogers to Sullivan, left wing. Eagles trail by 2. Sullivan to the foul line, stops, gives to Rogers with 10. Keeley driving inside and is called for a held ball. Good block by Emily Priest, and they whistle it for a held ball. The arrow keeps it with Carson-Newman, but should be just 9 on the shot clock. Shot clock reset to 20, so they're going to have to put it back to 9 with 7:29 to play in quarter 3. Shot clock resets, and now Gonzalez is ready to trigger it in from the right side of the baseline. She looks, still looks, now chest pass the ball into Knuckles. Back cut, Weddington, right hand layup is good. Great cut from the freshman, and Knuckles finds her for the deuce, and the game is tied at 33. Carson-Newman's quickly erased that 5-point halftime deficit as Cheek spins in the lane. Got stripped on the way up by Weddington. Weddington outlets the ball to Keeley Rogers up the left side of the floor to the trailing Knuckles. Thought about a 3, now drives inside, splits 2, flips it up and in, and 1. Knuckles with 9, and finishing through the contact for an and one gives Carson-Newman its first lead since late in the first quarter. Foul on Mullins is her first and Wise's second of the quarter. 7:03 to go third quarter, and Carson-Newman leads 35-33. A 6-0 burst in 70 seconds, and now an 8-0 burst. 7-0 burst now in 72 seconds has Carson-Newman up by 3 minutes into the quarter 3. Ruling top of the key, reverses the ball to Priest. Now to the head of the key, Mia Nienaber. Pump fakes a 3, driving left. Stops at the elbow, now dishes to Priest. Priest fakes a pass, gives back to Ruling at the head of the key. Ruling to the wing. Priest pump fakes a 3 and traveled. Turnover on UVA Wise, number 8. And that gives the ball back to Carson-Newman. Dating back to the second quarter, UVA Wise has missed 13 of its last 14 shots from the field. They're shooting just 31%. Meanwhile, Carson-Newman has not missed in the third quarter. Weddington trying to keep it that way, missed the elbow shot. Rebound to Ruling, but Carson-Newman ripped it away, and it's last touched by Ruling. Rogers deflected the ball away from Ruling, and she fell down while trying to grab the ball in midair. 6:29 to go third quarter. Carson-Newman gets a second chance opportunity this trip down. Knuckles catches the inbound, gives to Weddington. Weddington drives to the basket, flips it up, and is fouled. Aggressive Delaney Weddington will head to the free throw line after a foul on Mia Nienaber. It will be the freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio's first foul, and Wise's 4th team foul already here in quarter 3. Weddington to the line. First one's up and in for the freshman, who has scored 8 points in this game, and all 8 have come in the final 30 seconds of the second quarter and the first 3+ minutes here of quarter 3 as her second free throw is too strong. Back iron miss. Rebound Wise. 8-0 run for Carson-Newman. Wise has not scored but just 1 free throw in the third quarter. Nienaber gives it to Priest out front. Now a bounce pass to Looney. She's doubled, kicks it out to Priest, and Priest's pass intercepted by Emily Gonzalez. Gonzalez to the basket, stops, shoots, and missed it. Priest back into the picture for the defensive rebound. Nienaber trying to bring the ball up the floor against Gonzalez, who missed the layup after the steal. 4 minutes into quarter 3, Carson-Newman leads by 4. Nienaber around his screen, driving left, dishes to Priest left wing. Priest, the 6-footer, gives it to Ruling. And now to Mullins with 10. Mullins to the foul line, kicks it out. Nienaber, 3, up it. Looks good. It's short, though. Long rebound to Keely Rogers in stride up the floor. Keely inside will pull it out, skip it, cross court. Gonzalez to the baseline. Weddington. She pump fakes, drives inside. Left hand hook is too strong. Missed it. Got her miss. Eagles kick it out. Sullivan, 3. Nearly banked it in. Long rebound to Ruling. 1-on-1 break, and now Gonzalez bumped and fouled in transition, and that's 4 on Emily Gonzalez with 5:19 to go in quarter 3. Mike Mincy looking down his bench to try to figure out what he wants to do here with his senior guard, and he will turn to Carly Hayworth to take Gonzalez's place, who's got 4 fouls. All right, 5:19 to go third quarter. Wise has missed 14 of its last 15 shots and has not scored a basket in the second half. Priest around his screen, picked up the dribble after taking 1 dribble, and now gives to Nienaber, who drives right on Sullivan. Cut off the foul line, falls down, and a foul. Foul on Sullivan will be her first, and that's Carson-Newman's 3rd team foul of this third quarter. So both teams have fouled 7 combined times now, and we have yet to hit our media break of this third quarter. Carson-Newman, 10-1 advantage here in quarter 3 to take a 4-point lead. Ruling dropped the ball. Now grabs it back and inbounds the ball to Looney at the foul line. She rips through, driving middle. Kicks it out to Ruling, but before the pass, traveled. 11 Wise turnovers. Gives the ball back to Carson-Newman with 5 minutes and 2 seconds to play in this third quarter. Carson-Newman's clamped down defensively since the first quarter. They've held Wise to 4 of 21 shooting since the first. Sullivan reversed to Rogers left corner. Weddington pump fakes the 3. A right-hand dribble and a pass to Knuckles. Reverse the ball now to Rogers right wing. Rogers gives to Hayworth. 1 dribble. Long 3 from Carly. Up, and it's in and out. Ruling rebounds the ball. Along the right side of the floor, she dribbles it up the floor with her team down 4, driving inside, dishing to the baseline. Mullins now to Priest. Priest dribbles several times, picks it up, and now gives to Nienaber right wing. Mia Nienaber dribbling out front. Step back 3 over Hayworth is wide left. Delaney Weddington in there for her 4th rebound. Rogers brings it up the floor, driving left to right. Stops inside the arc, dishes out. Weddington, top of the key 3 up. Back iron miss, ruling the rebound. Both teams have gone cold. Either side scored in more than 2 minutes as Ruling goes in transition, puts one up, is fouled. That'll bring us to a media break. Weddington was in there trying to block the shot. And with 4:04 to play, we'll have our first break of the third quarter. Weddington charged the foul, her first and Carson-Newman's 4th of the third quarter. Lady Eagles made their first 4 shots after halftime to open up a 4-point lead, but have missed 6 straight. Luckily, Wise has missed 7 straight shots to begin the third. And we're in a defensive grind here in the South Atlantic Conference quarterfinals. Lady Eagles lead by 4 with 4:04 to play in quarter 3 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Carson-Newman leads by 4, but UVA Wise's Jaylee Ruling will have 2 free throws when play resumes here in Rock Hill's Sports and Events Center. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place where you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location today to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. Ruling's first one up and in. Wise's only 2 points now of the third quarter have come from the foul line. They are 0 of 7. Carson-Newman started 4 of 4 but has missed 6 straight as Ruling misses the second free throw. Rebound deflects out along the baseline. Who touched it last? The officials are looking. Neither has a call yet. Now they'll talk it over where the play happened. Ruling missed the free throw. They're going to go to the arrow, which favors Carson-Newman. It was close. Neither had a good enough view to make a call, and so they go to the possession arrow. And so it'll flip back Wise's way after it favored Carson-Newman to give them the ball after the missed foul shot. So 37-34. Carson-Newman leads with less than 4 to play in the third frame. Knuckles top of the key, reverses to Keely Rogers. Rogers left side. A right-hand dribble now around his screen. Goes left to Carly Hayworth. In and out dribble for Carly. Steps back. Deep 2 is up and short. Long rebound to the baseline. Knuckles tracks it down. Gives it back to Hayworth. Hayworth crosses over and gives to Caroline Hill. Hill pump fakes a 3. Dribbles to the wing with 12. Hill driving baseline. Gets to the basket. Layup up and good. And 1. Blocking foul. Score the bucket. Hill's got a 3-point play opportunity. And the Lady Eagles lead by 5 with 3:32 to go in the third. Hill a little shaken up after that play as Grace Viborni tried to take a charge and got there late. Second on the junior center. And now Hill to try to cap a 3-point play here at the line. It's up, it's good. Caroline's first points of the day come at a good time, and the Lady Eagles lead by 6. Matching their largest lead of the day. Pass to Nienaber, top of the key, reverse to Mullins, left wing. Viborni has it, dribbling right to the elbow, backing down Weddington the block, tried to go baseline, got cut off and picked the dribble up, fires a pass to Mullins, who kisses it off the window and scores 40-36. Mullins ends a field goal scoring drought of more than nearly 7 minutes to start the third. Wise now 1 of 8 from the field here in quarter 3. Hayworth, right-hand dribble to the basket, flips it up and is fouled. Hard take by Hayworth, and she's fouled underneath by Grace Viborni. That'll be her third, and Wise has no fouls left to give in this quarter. And it was a shooting foul anyway, so Carly Hayworth to go to the line to try to get her first points of the conference tournament. 2:58 to go, third quarter. Her first free throw is up and swished in for the junior guard out of Maryville, Tennessee, and Alcoa High School. Hill Hayworth has had some great moments this year, has reset her career high in scoring 3 times. Splits the pair at the line. It's a 5-point advantage for CN with 2:50 to go in the third. Lee Neighbor around his screen, drives left. Now dribbles back out front and fires a pass to Viborny, looking inside for Looney. Now picks the dribble up and gives back to Neighbor. 12 to shoot. Ruling to the block for Mullins. Backing down Rogers. Double comes. She kicks it out. Ruling left corner 3. Up. Good. The junior guard, Jaylee Ruling, just a 27% three-point shooter, makes it a 2-point game. Caroline Hill for the answer. She's got it. Caroline Hill matches Ruling's 3. It's Carson-Newman's 6th of the game, and in the lead back to 5. 2:15 to go in the third. Looney backing down. Knuckles flips one up and missed it short. Delaney Weddington defensive rebound, her 5th. Transition Carson-Newman. Rogers brings it up the floor. Chest pass to Hill. 2 to play. Hill drives baseline, now stops and lobs it out front. Hayworth. Carly around his screen, gives to Knuckles, top of the key. Reverse left side, Rogers. Clock down to 10. Keeley dribbles out front and now gives it to Hill. Inside to Knuckles, who catches the ball, splits a double, and traveled. That's the call there, as Knuckles didn't even really have the ball. It was deflected away from her, but they call a traveling violation. And with 1:45 to go in this third quarter, Carson-Newman's 8th turnover gives it back to Wise. That's the second time there's been a play where the ball has been loose on a drive inside that's ended up in a traveling violation. It's happened to both teams now as Ruling dribbles around his screen. Less than 100 seconds to go in a third quarter where Carson-Newman's outscored Wise by 10. Looney, right-hand dribble to the elbow. Stops, fires a hard pass into Mullins, who catches, fades away for a shot, missed it short. Keeley Rogers snares down a 9th rebound. Transition for the junior forward. Dribbling right, fires to Hill, right wing 3, same spot, same result. A swish for Hill, and the lead is 8. Carson-Newman's largest lead. It's 47-39 with 65 seconds left in the third. Neighbor drives to the foul line. Fires a pass to Neighbor, deflected, stolen by Weddington. She's doubled and fires the ball to Rogers. Rogers will bring it up the floor to the left side, driving to the foul line, stops, kicks it to Hill. 3 is up, and a traveling violation called before the pass. Turnover, Carson-Newman, number 9. We'll give it back to Wise as Jen Sullivan returns to the floor and takes Hayworth's place. Good minutes from Caroline Hill, up to 9 points, all of which have been in the third quarter. She's got Carson-Newman's last 9 in the game. Pass inside, deflected by Knuckles, stolen. Sullivan kicks it ahead, Knuckles in transition, layup up and in. Carson-Newman has its first double-digit lead of the day. Another 8-0 run makes it 49-39, 30 seconds left in the third. Cheek around to an elbow screen. Dribbles back out front, guarded by Sullivan. Sullivan guards lightly against Cheek, who dribbles out front, now gets closer to the head of the key and gives the ball to Ruling. Now to Neighbor, left corner with 10. Neighbor to the wing, bounces the ball to the baseline. Viborny doubled, gives it to Looney. 4 seconds. Wise all discombobulated. Looney fires one up that hits the rim. Viborny offensive rebound. 4 seconds. Cutting, Cheek, layup up, and she's whacked and fouled. 2 seconds left third quarter, and Wise will get a couple of free throws. With there just being 2 seconds left in the third, it'll be Rogers' second. 49-39, Carson-Newman on an 8-0 run and has outscored Wise 22-7 in quarter 3. Alyssa Cheek to the foul line for Wise. She has 7 points in the game and now 8 as she buries her first free throw attempt. Cavaliers 8 of 12 from the stripe. Carson-Newman will have one last chance at a heave as Cheek's second free throw is up and in. 8-point game, 2.1 seconds. Weddington inbounds the ball near midcourt to Hill, who gives it to Sullivan. 1 second. Sullivan from midcourt. Hits it off the backboard strong and wide right. A really good third quarter comes to a close for Carson-Newman. The Lady Eagles shoot 53% in the third and hold Wise to just 2 baskets in quarter 3. Carson-Newman turns a 5-point halftime deficit into an 8-point fourth quarter lead. We're back for the fourth frame from Rock Hill after these messages along the Eagle Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
30 minutes of basketball in the books in this quarterfinal round. Carson-Newman leads UVA Wise 49-41 as we get set to start quarter four. Carson-Newman outscored Wise 22-9 in that third quarter, and 4 of those 9 points for the Cavaliers came from the foul line. All right, Hill, Weddington, Rogers, Knuckles, Sullivan the 5 for Carson-Newman with an 8-point lead to start the fourth. Knee neighbor dribbled the ball off her foot, and Carson-Newman ends up with the ball along the baseline. Weddington bringing it up the floor for Carson-Newman, drives and gives to Knuckles. She ball fakes and now hands off to Caroline Hill. So no point guard, true point guard in the game. You've got Hill and Sullivan in the backcourt for Carson-Newman as they give the ball to Weddington in the corner. She pump fakes a 3 and now goes to Sullivan. Sullivan rips through, drives, pulls up from the elbow, and scores. Jen Sullivan extends Carson-Newman's lead back to double digits on her third field goal. It's 51-41, 40 seconds into the fourth quarter. Alyssa Cheek out front. Right-hand dribble driving on Caroline Hill. Flips it up too strong. Looney offensive rebound and a foul on Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman foul on Maddie Knuckles, so the Eagles have 2 starters now with 4 fouls. Knuckles and now Gonzalez with 4 fouls. As Mullins, Ruling, and Priest all return to the game for Wise, and Carson-Newman will turn to Abigail Johnson. So Knuckles and Gonzalez will sit with those 4 personals with 9:15 to go in the fourth. Inbound to Cheek. Cheek out front. Flips it up and in. Nice take by the sophomore guard. And Wise back within 8. Less than a minute into this fourth quarter. Rogers out front. Reverses to Sullivan. Sullivan asks for a Johnson screen, drives left to the foul line after the screen, flips it up on a floater, and it rattles through. Jen's in double figures with 10, and Carson-Newman's lead back to 10 with 8:45 to go. Cheek tries to answer, goes to the basket, and is fouled. Late whistle on a drive by Alyssa Cheek. Foul on Caroline Hill that time, her second and Carson-Newman's second of this fourth quarter. More free throws for Wise. They have shot 13, and this will be 14 and 15. After Cheek takes 2 more, she's 3 of 4 on the day. First one up and too strong. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. You should visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital laser focused on your success. No success for Cheek at the line. She missed both. Carson-Newman ball. Cheek took a hit after a screen. Caroline Hill gives to Rogers, right corner. Now to Johnson. Cheek back to her feet, but shaken up. Hill drives, now hands off to Sullivan. Sullivan out front. A right-hand dribble, a crossover around a Johnson screen. Doubled, needs help, and a timeout called by Mike Mincy with 5 on the shot clock. First call timeout brings us to a media break. 8:17 to play in quarter 4. Carson-Newman has outscored UVA Wise 26-11 in the second half to lead by 10 on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeandeagles.com/Eagle Club.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to Rock Hill's Sports and Event Center here in Rock Hill, South Carolina, where Carson-Newman's trying to begin a journey to a 4th South Atlantic Conference Tournament Championship. This is the quarterfinal round. If you're just joining us, Carson-Newman has trailed by as many as 9, but is leading by 10. It's largest of the day with 8:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Eagles inbound the ball to Johnson. It goes inside. Lost it on the way up. Grace V. Borney takes it away. There was just 2 on the timer. Eagles needed to force one up, but couldn't get it to go. Transition-wise, they are 3 of 15 from the field after halftime. Priest drives inside the arc and dishes to Mullins. Mullins inside to Priest, backing down. Weddington flips one up, left it short. Priest tries again, flips it up. Not good. Viborni offensive rebound. Ruling drives baseline. Euro step shot up and no good. Abigail Johnson defensive rebound and she's fouled. Finally, Carson got the defensive rebound and Viborni is charged her 3rd foul. After multiple missed shots underneath by the Cavaliers, they missed 3 on one trip down the floor. And Carson-Newman finally got the rebound and the foul. First foul by Wise in the fourth quarter, and it's Carson-Newman ball up 10 with 7:40 to go in the fourth. Eagles left to right, bounce pass to Johnson, now reverse to Weddington, throws it inside to Rogers, who catches the ball at the baseline. Driving middle, hands off for Caroline Hill. Step back 3 from Hill is good. We've got a foul after the made 3 by Hill on Abigail Johnson, but Caroline Hill's got her 12th point, and she remains perfect from 3. She is 3 of 3, and Carson-Newman's lead is 13. What a spurt from Hill from long range. 7:25 to go, fourth quarter. Carson-Newman's made 8 triples, and Wise has just 2. Mullins to Priest left corner. Priest back out front rolling. Carson-Newman's defense has been outstanding since the first quarter. To the foul line, Priest now to the left wing, Ruling. Ruling driving middle, right on Sullivan. Sullivan whacked away the shot from Ruling, and CN rebounds the ball. Sullivan across midcourt with 7 to play. Driving left on Ruling, spins, stops, gives it to a cutting Rogers. They switch a defender on. Rogers back cut to a Weddington layup with the left hand. Delaney has 10 points in the quarterfinal round, and Carson-Newman leads by 15, 58-43. Foul on Keely. Rogers going for a steal on Caroline Mullins. It is Rogers' 3rd. Carson-Newman's 4th team foul already in the fourth quarter, as Wise will turn to Shelby Higgins off the bench. She plays just 8 minutes per game, but has 3 double-figure games this year. She comes in with Wise down 15, 6:41 to go. Ruling looks from the elbow and inbounds to, or from the baseline and inbounds to Mullins at the foul line. Chest pass Higgins, right wing 3 is up and short. Defensive rebound, Johnson the outlet to Sullivan. Carson-Newman quickly racing up the floor. Sullivan bounce pass to a cutting Johnson. She stops, lays it up and in. Johnson with 4 off the bench, and Carson-Newman's on a 9-0 run to lead by 17. 60-43, timeout UVA Wise. Carson-Newman's offense firing on all cylinders after halftime. The Lady Eagles have missed just 7 shots after halftime and have scored 33 points and have outscored Wise by 22 to lead by 17 with 6:17 left in quarter 4. Everything working for the Lady Eagles. Defense has led to offense, and a 17-point lead for the Lady Eagles here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Balanced offense, but consistent offense for Mike Mincy's group has them up 60-43 with 6:17 to play in this fourth quarter. Carson-Newman in the second half has made 13 of its 20 shots, above 60% from the field after halftime, and they've held Wise to 15% shooting after halftime as Rogers is dinged for another foul. And that is Keeley's fourth. So 3 Lady Eagles have 4 fouls with 6:13 to go. Rogers, Knuckles, Gonzalez. It's also a significant foul because that's the 5th team foul. So free throws for Wise the rest of the way as Mullins pushes the first free throw off the front of the iron and short. Wise 9 of 16 from the stripe. They've left some points there, but they have not been efficient from the field whatsoever. 16 of 56 is Mullins missed the free throw, and then Ruling got the offensive rebound and was fouled. Sullivan dinged the foul. That is her second. So Sullivan's foul sends Jaylee Ruling to the line. So Wise missed 2 free throws but got a foul, so they'll head back to the line, and Ruling's free throw short. That is 3 straight misses from the stripe for Wise. They have not scored in more than 3 minutes. Second one good. 60-44, 6:10 to go. Wise in full court pressure. Rogers in the middle of the floor for Weddington. She turns, dribbles around the defender. Met by 2, skips it to Sullivan. Sullivan drives inside to the baseline. Johnson, one more to Weddington. Free throw line shot up. Missed it. Johnson had the rebound. It was deflected away from her. And out of bounds, it'll stay with Carson-Newman. Abigail Johnson giving Carson-Newman some good minutes off the bench. 4 points and 3 rebounds in her 8 minutes on the floor as Mike Mincy would like to call a timeout, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout with 5:56 to play in the fourth quarter. To put it in perspective, Abigail Johnson had scored just 4 points in her last 9 games and has 4 points in this game, along with 3 rebounds. She had made just 2 baskets over those last 9 games, but has erupted for 4 off the bench here today. Delaney Weddington's got 10 off the bench for her 3rd double-figure game in her last 5. Jen Sullivan quietly has 10. Caroline Hill and Maddie Knuckles each leading the way with 12 points. And what has been a balanced Carson-Newman offense with 4 double-figure scores and just a little bit of everybody doing something productive. All right, Hill inbound from the baseline, lob it out front. Sullivan catches and gives back to Hill. Eagles look for a post-up, instead reverse it to Johnson, top of the key. Well away from the hoop, she gives it to Sullivan with 12. Sullivan around his screen. Pick and roll with Johnson, not there. They dish it to Hill, or Weddington for a 3. It's too strong. Mullins defensive rebound. Mullins will bring it up the floor. Wise down 16. Mullins to the foul line, drives left, dishes it out. Higgins 3 up and short. Rebound hits the top of the backboard. Johnson had it, but Wise deflected it out going for the rebound. Away from Johnson, so it's Carson-Newman ball with 5:30 to go in the fourth. And Carson-Newman will bring 2 starters back to the floor. Gonzalez and Knuckles in. Hill and Johnson get a nice round of applause from the Carson-Newman faithful that has made the trip to Rock Hill. 60-44. Inbound to West. They're going to actually say it's Wise ball. I thought the officials had it for Carson-Newman ball. It stays with Wise, and Higgins tries a left wing 3, and this one swishes in. 13-point game on Shelby Higgins' first 3 off the bench. Rogers, one-hand pass up the sideline for Sullivan. She splits 2 defenders, gets to the foul line, drives inside, left-hand layup is good. Jen Sullivan to the basket for her 12th point, and Carson-Newman goes back up by 15. Halfway through quarter 4. Ruling hands off to Higgins. Driving baseline, Mullins gives it back to Higgins. Same spot, different result this time, and Weddington snares down her 6th rebound. Knuckles transition, kicks it ahead to Gonzalez, pulls it back and gives to Knuckles. Maddie dribbles out front and now hands to Sullivan as Mike Mincy yells for a play call and gets it into the hands of his point guard Gonzalez. Top of the key, now a pass to the right wing, Sullivan. Out front, Weddington, reverse left side, Rogers. Down screen set for Knuckles. She's open for a three. Cha-ching! The lead to 18 on Maddie Knuckles' second three. She's got a game-high 15. And Carson-Newman has exploded after halftime and is running away with this one as Sullivan will take a seat and Caroline Hill comes back into the game. Mullins to inbound. Gets it into Ruling. Mullins doubled, lost the ball. Cheek recovers and gives it to Higgins for a long three, and she knocks it down, 65-50. 4:10 to play. Gonzalez double-teamed, lobs it back court to Rogers. Long pass into the front court, Hill. She pump fakes the three and gives it back out front to Gonzalez. Carson-Newman, 9 triples in the game, 4 after halftime. Dribble handoff with Hill, now to Rogers. Lady Eagles 7 of 9 from the field in the fourth. Knuckles top of the key, 8 to shoot. Rogers looks, rips through against Mullins, crossing over at the foul line. 3-2. Rogers kicks it out. Weddington heaves it up as the shot clock expires. Missed it though. The officials wave off the shot before it went up. It's a shot clock violation. 3:40 to go, fourth quarter, 65-50. UVA Wise has made just 3 baskets here in quarter 4, and 2 of them have been Shelby Higgins threes off the bench. She has the ball at the wing and now gives to Ruling, top of the key, back to Higgins. Long three, up and good. 12-point game. Shelby Higgins has caught fire to make it a 12-point game with 3:28 to play in the fourth quarter. Timeout Wise, a 30-second timeout. This is what Higgins does off the bench. She has made 2 or more threes now 6 times this year. That was her 3rd just now to make it a 12-point game with 3:28 left. So Wise trying to make a late rally here against Carson-Newman. Eagle fans, stick around for the Domino's post-game report. We'll have our selection of the premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. We'll also have post-game comments from head coach Mike Mincy and his team. There will be some awards after the game to honor the all-conference players and seniors from these 2 respective teams and the 2 teams that will play after this game here at the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. So we'll see what the timing is for that interview, but we'll have Coach Mincy up here in a player if Carson-Newman holds on for a win. 12-point advantage. Eagles break the pressure. Hill bounce pass to Knuckles. Eagles don't have anything. Find a cutting Weddington for a left-hand layup. Great find by Maddie Knuckles, and Weddington lays it in for her 12th point. A new career high for the rookie, in the lead back to 14. Higgins driving inside. Wild shot left-hand. Finish off the window. Shelby Higgins has 11. And it's a 12-point game. 3 to play. Knuckles travel to the backcourt. Tried to split 2 defenders, then picked up the dribble and dragged her pivot foot for Carson-Newman's 12th turnover. 3:01 to play. Hill out, Sullivan back in with 3 to play. Wise trying to get within single digits. They need a 3 to do that. Ruling top of the key, gives to Higgins. Long 3 up, and it's an air ball. Ruling tries to save it, but the ball was already out of bounds. Higgins off the bench has not been fearful. She is 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3. She's taken a lot of shots, and half of them have gone down. Eagles inbound the ball to Sullivan. Sullivan doubled, cross-court skip to Gonzalez to break the pressure. The point guard driving inside the arc now. Drives, met by a second defender. Here comes the double. She dishes the ball away to Rogers. Now to the baseline, Weddington. She pump fakes, splits 2, dishes it off. Knuckles blocked, but a foul. 2:38 to play in quarter 4. And Carson-Newman will try to tack onto this lead with the clock stopped as Maddie Knuckles goes to the foul line to shoot 2 free throws. Knuckles has a game-high 16 after making that first foul shot. Again, 4 Lady Eagles in double figures. Led by Knuckles is 16. Keely Rogers flirting with a double-double. 10 rebounds, 9 assists as Knuckles makes the free throw. 69-55. Ruling gives the ball to Mullins, left wing. 2.5 to play in Rock Hill. Mullins at the elbow, dishes it out. Cheek around a Higgins screen, driving left, flips one up and missed it short. Delaney Weddington, the rebound, her 7th. Sullivan breaks the pressure, driving inside the arc, dishes baseline Gonzalez, back out Rogers. Eagles will try to burn some clock here. Could have taken a layup. Instead, they'll burn some clock with almost 2 minutes to play. Gonzalez dribbling out front. Behind the back dribble against Cheek, driving inside the arc. Now here comes a double team with 9. Gonzalez gives to Rogers. One more left side. Sullivan, she drives middle of the floor. Floater up, floater down. The lead 16 on Jen's 14th point, and Carson-Newman leads by 16. Cheek the other way, and an offensive foul called as Grace Viborny drilled Gonzalez on a screen and is called for an offensive foul. It's Viborny's 4th. 1:43 to play. Carson-Newman will inbound, up 16. And now we have a foul in the backcourt. Cheek pushed Gonzalez as she tried to break away from a double. So 4th team foul, and Cheek is just charged with her 1st of the game. So now both teams have no fouls left to give. Gonzalez just pushed Cheek right back, and it'll be an offensive foul. Now we've got some chippiness going on. Both teams sharing some words. Gonzalez and Mullins sharing some words with one another. And now the officials will try to calm things down. 71-55, Gonzalez is fouled out of the game and was just charged with an offensive foul, and then her and Mullins had some words for one another. It was Mullins defending her teammate Cheek after Gonzalez pushed her. Those two went at it there and both committed fouls on that sequence, as the officials will head over to the monitor, which is on the opposite end of the floor, adjacent from the scores table, to check to see if maybe there's any extra action that needs to be taken, whether it needs to be upgraded to a flagrant foul. Gonzalez is disqualified. It is her 5th personal foul. The only thing that it will do is, if it's upgraded, it will give Wise 2 free throws and the ball, or just the ball. That's the only thing at stake here, with Carson-Newman leading 71-55. If you're just joining us, UVA Wise led for the entire second quarter. They used a 16-1 scoring run in the final 4 minutes of the first into the second quarter to lead by 9. Carson-Newman would chip away, got within 4 in that second quarter, but Wise led the entire second quarter, and it took a 5-point lead into the second half. But the second half has belonged to Carson-Newman. The Lady Eagles have outscored Wise 44-23 after halftime, and the Lady Eagles have shot above 60% from the field in doing so. And on the flip side, they've held Wise to 7 of 27 shooting to get to that mark. It's been a balanced effort as well for Carson-Newman. Maddie Knuckles has a game-high 17. Jen Sullivan has 14. Delaney Weddington has a career-high 12. And Sullivan has pitched in 14 as well. 4 Lady Eagles in double figures, and then you can't forget to mention Keely Rogers. Just 5 points for Keely, but she leads the team with 10 rebounds and 9 assists as well. It's been a balanced effort, and Carson-Newman's had to use some different lineups. Delaney Weddington's been out there a lot. She's played 25 minutes, which is a career high, but it's been a well-deserved career high as she's matched that career high in scoring for the second time this season. So the officials have left the scores, or from the video review table, which is across from the scores table, and now have gone to the scores table to tell everyone what has happened. I believe they've kept it a common foul. In that situation, flagrant 1 would not have done anything else to Gonzalez. It would have just given Wise 2 free throws. If it would have been upgraded to a flagrant 2, it would have been a suspension for Gonzalez for the next game. So significant that it is just a common foul. And now Wise will inbound from the baseline. $1:43 to play with Carson-Newman up 16. Rolling, looking, needs to get it in. 5-second violation. Great job by Carson-Newman out of the media break there in the video review of playing quality defense to take the ball away and get it back. Hill double-teamed to the backcourt, dribbling up the left side of the floor, lobs it front court, and we've got an offensive foul. Higgins takes a charge as Caroline Hill was dribbling up the floor. She barreled over Higgins for an offensive foul. 3rd on Hill. Carson-Newman's committed 9 more fouls than Wise. 22-13, but only a 7 free throw difference, 19-12. And Wise hasn't really taken advantage of the foul line either, as the pass inside is deflected away from Viborny, but Maddie Knuckles just fouled out. That's 5 on Knuckles, so she will leave the floor. And Carson-Newman will turn to Carly Hayworth. He was looking at both of them. He'll go to Carly Hayworth with $1:32 to play. 71-55. Carson-Newman's got 2 starters disqualified here. But they've got a 16-point lead as Grace Viborny goes to the line to try to get her first point of the conference tournament, and she drills it. 71-56. With 92 seconds left in this quarter, Viborny makes it 14-point game. Lob it inbound near midcourt for Sullivan. She is double-teamed and now bounces the ball in the corner for Hill. Back out front, Rogers. Back out front, Sullivan. Back to Hill. Good ball movement to break the pressure. Now Hill hands off for Hayworth. $1:20 to play, and now a foul away from the ball. That is the 4th team foul on Wise in the 4th, and it is on Shelby Higgins. Second on Higgins, and now the Cavaliers have none left to give. They're down 14 with $1:20 to play as Carson-Newman tries to close in on a semifinal appearance for the 3rd straight year. Sullivan harassed by Ruling. Rips through, now drives left on Ruling, gets by her and is fouled. 1:12 to go. That's the 5th team foul. Sullivan will head to the foul line on Ruling's 4th foul. Balanced effort for Carson-Newman throughout this game, and Sullivan, who has reached the 1,000 career point mark for her collegiate career, will try to add on to her 14 in this game. She's made 2 threes as well, and the All-SAC first-teamer swishes in the first one. 72-57. Anderson awaits the winner, and Carson-Newman's 72 seconds away from meeting the Trojans in the conference tournament for the 5th straight season. Inbound to Cheek, 16-point game. Sullivan made both. Cheek, top of the key, gives it to a curling Higgins, who drives to the basket, floater up, short, rebound deflects around. Caroline Hill ends up with it for Carson-Newman. Pass up the floor over the head of Hayworth, and Cheek saves it inbounds in the deep corner. Turnover 15 on Carson-Newman. Into the front court, Cheek drives inside, fouled by Hayworth with 50 seconds exactly left on the clock. Alyssa Cheek will try to add on free throws as Wise has elected to empty its bench here. They'll bring in 5 new players, 4 until Cheek shoots these free throws. Izzy Profit will come into the game alongside Brooklyn Frazier and Abby Jordan alongside Katie Hoover, who's been in this game so far, as Cheek's first free throw spins around and out. 73-57. Wise has left 10 foul shots on the line there, 12 of 22. Cheek's second one up and in. She's got 12 points, and now will exit the game. And in comes Kendra West. Timeout, Mike Mincy. It's a 73-58 game with 50 seconds left, and head coach Mike Mincy will burn a 30-second timeout. Carson-Newman hoping to get a quarterfinal berth, and they are very close to doing so. Up by 15 with 50 seconds to play here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. First of 2 games today here on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman's men's basketball team will also be in a 4-5 matchup. That will start at 5 o'clock here in Rock Hill's Sports and Event Center. The Eagles will face 4th-seeded Lincoln Memorial in a Tennessee rivalry that moves to South Carolina for the quarterfinal round. Those 2 clubs split in the regular season, and each one on the other's home floor. All right, out of the timeout, Rogers will inbound the ball for Carson-Newman. She looks and bounces to Hayworth. Carly will dribble out near midcourt. And the Eagles obviously content to dribble this thing out. Wise is not playing any pressure defense. Profit just standing at the top of the key while Hayworth stands near midcourt. 35 seconds left and winding. Shot clock halfway through. The Eagles will now initiate their set here. 10 seconds. Hayworth will dribble with the right hand, crossing over against Profit. Drives right. Steps back with 4. Hayworth to the basket. Spins. Pump fakes. Goes up and missed it. Rebound deflects. It's going to be a shot clock violation while shot from Hayworth didn't hit the rim. So regardless of whose rebound it was to, out of bounds. It's a shot clock violation anyway. So Wise basketball, 15 seconds left, 15-point Carson-Newman lead. To the left side, it's Frazier driving middle against Rogers. Wild shot blocked out of bounds by Rogers. Her first block and the only stat she's not recorded in the game. It'll be her first block and Carson-Newman's fifth of the game. 7.5 seconds left. Profits inbound, gives it to Jordan. Fadeaway shot, missed it off the glass. Sullivan rebounds. We've got a jump ball. The arrow favors Carson-Newman, and all they need to do is inbound it. 3.4 seconds left, and Carson-Newman's going to head back to the SAC semis. They win against UVA Wise for the 16th time in 17 all-time meetings. Final score in the quarterfinal round for the Lady Eagles. It's 73 for Carson-Newman and 58 for UVA Wise. The Lady Eagles are back in the SAC semis for the third straight season, and they win the third matchup with UVA Wise this season. Carson-Newman got a balanced effort. Maddie Knuckles with a game-high 17 to lead Carson-Newman's attack, and the Lady Eagles shot above 55% from the field after halftime and held Wise to sub 30% shooting in the second half. Domino's post-game report breaks it all down after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's postgame report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's postgame report on the Eagle Sports Network.
Left wing Rutherford three up and kaboom! Tori Rutherford.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and the Premier Building Maintenance Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium Press Box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Back here from Rock Hill, South Carolina, where Carson-Newman collects a 73-58 victory over UVA as they outscore the Cavaliers 46-26 after halftime to win 73-58, winning by 15 in the SAC quarterfinals over the Highland Cavaliers. We continue on here in the Domino's post-game report. Andrew Rogers joined by the head coach of the Lady Eagles, Mike Mincy, here on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, a really good second half, a really good second quarter on defensively. They shoot 41% in the first, and then you hold them to 24% shooting over the final three quarters. What clicked defensively, which then led to offensive success in the second half?
Well, you know, obviously it's a team sport, and it's a team defensive unit that you put out there. But obviously you saw it. We started Delaney in the third quarter, and I just felt like that she would use her basketball IQ, honestly, to help us. In the first half, you know, you saw it. Like, we were so scattered everywhere, leaving defenders on islands trying to guard their isolation type stuff. And they were 1 of 10 in the three in the first half. So we, you know, in the second half, we're like, you know, we're going to have to take away stuff in the paint and make them beat us kind of from the three. But we really wanted to try to guard both. And I just thought to start the game, especially the 5 we put out there early, I think they held them to, 1 point for a long, long time. And then because you're getting stops, you can get scores, and then your energy gets up, and you just kind of run away with it from there.
Had a whole host of scores when your offense got going, but specifically Maddie Knuckles in this game was really good. It felt like in the first half when your offense was a little stagnant, she was there to deliver and finished with 17. What did you see from your junior forward that continues to anchor your defense, but also is one of the best and efficient scorers in the league?
Yeah, I mean, again, I haven't seen the box score, but obviously she's been solid for us. There she is, you know, getting an all-conference award.
Yep.
And, you know, it's just amazing to watch her go from her freshman year to now as a junior to be able to be awarded on the third team. And, you know, she just got length, and she's also a highly intelligent basketball player. Kind of understands where to put herself defensively to try to help us get stops.
Very strange game because throughout this game you had to battle foul trouble. She was in foul trouble a little bit. Emily Gonzalez had 3 first-half fouls and then got a 4th in the third quarter. How did your offense, how was it able to stay as consistent as it was without your starting point guard who's been so valuable this year on the bench for a lot of that second half? How was your offense able to overcome that?
Well, you know, I think in the first half, I think Carly came in and gave us minutes. You know, Ladd came in and you know, we had to play with a lot of reserves there when we got into foul trouble early. And then, you know, just trying to navigate it in the second half. You know, we didn't play a ton of people, but, you know, it's in tournament time now, and you get a group out there that you feel like is getting it done on both ends. But we played Jen some at the 1 when Emily got in foul trouble. You know, when Nuss got in foul trouble, I thought Abba came in and gave us good minutes. But, you know, probably the biggest thing is I didn't take Delaney off the floor. I played her all 20 minutes in the second half. And that's a lengthy player that we had out there. I'm sure Keeley was out there for the lion's share of it. I don't know if she played, but did she play the whole second half, Keeley?
I
think so, yeah. So, you know, it was just a combination of trying to keep a good defensive unit out there and also a unit that could certainly, you know, be efficient and try to score on the offensive end.
You've talked about Maddie and Delaney's efforts in this game. Caroline and Jen did what they do, shooting the basketball and ended with double figures. But Keeley Rogers continues to just do everything for the team. Had 5 points, but grabbed 10 rebounds and came up an assist short of a double-double without points, getting him in rebounds and assists. Talk about her value to this team and what she's able to do on a consistent basis for the offense, but also for the defense.
Yeah, I mean, she's our best defender. You know, she's the one that we want to put on the opposing team's best player. And the good thing is she's not a 5'6" best player defensive. You know, she's got good size and she can guard somebody inside, certainly guard somebody out. And again, I think it was something that we missed a little bit last year, even though we had a nice little run. But you know, she leads the league in assists. She leads us in rebounding. You know, and whether she ever puts the ball in the bucket or not, all of those other intangibles are so great in trying to help us be successful. And she scored what? She 2 of 4 from the field. Is that updated?
That is updated.
Yeah. So I mean, but that's okay. You know, like when you're getting assists and when you're rebounding and all that kind of stuff, it's a way for you to show value to your team.
All right, you began the journey of having to win 3 games in 3 days here at the conference tournament. Step 1 is complete. Now step 2 is against an 8th-seeded Anderson team who, for the second time in SAC history, defeated a 1 seed in the opening round of the conference tournament and did it handily, led the entire way against an LR team that won the regular season. It seems like you can't get away from the Trojans in the postseason, 5th straight conference tournament that you'll play them in. Totally different team, obviously, from last year, but that team that's improved as the year's gotten better. What's the initial scout and what's the initial plan as you get ready for a quick turnaround to face a good Trojans team?
Well, initially, I'll say this. I've been in the league for a long time, and this is my 15th year as a head coach, and Anderson has always been one of the top programs, and I feel like we've been in one of the top programs, and so when there's only 4 teams left, it's got a good chance that you're probably going to face a team like Anderson or Wingate, whatever, or now Coker all of a sudden, LMU that has risen up to the top of the standings, and so I think it's kind of cool, actually. I mean, we've just faced off so many times, and here we are again facing off in the semifinals. This will be the 3rd year in a row, I know. Well, 4th year in a row, I guess, that we've played them. No, 5th year in a row.
5th, yeah.
That we've played them in the SAC tournament in some form or fashion. JB does a good job. I mean, look what they did yesterday, after I think they had lost 5 straight after they beat us on their home floor, and then they come in with prep and readiness to take down Lenore Ryan in a very impressive fashion. They have great length. What they pose problems for us, it's always like matchup type situations, and so there's some matchup issues there, but we'll try to navigate it and prepare as best we can.
All right, Coach, congrats on the quarterfinal win. We'll talk this time tomorrow.
Thank you, Andrew.
That is the Lady Eagles head coach Mike Mincy after a 73-58 victory over the Highland Cavaliers. Eagles split the regular season series, but win when it matters most in the quarterfinal round. It now advances to take on 8th-seeded Anderson here at the SAC tournament tomorrow afternoon at noon. Tomorrow at noon, and we'll hit the airwaves at 11:45. This is the Domino's post-game report, though, Eagle fans. Domino's is the official pizza partner of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID, or get 25% off your entire order when you bring in your business card at lunch. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles, who collect and score a quarterfinal round victory, 73-58. Coaches, 3 of them actually, Mike Mincy, Devin Carter, and Melissa DeVore, Coker and LMU's head coaches, talking with head coach Mike Mincy prior or post-game here courtside, as those 3 have a nice laugh as their teams are still alive at the conference tournament. Carson-Newman shot 45% from the field, made 9 triples in that elite offensive second half, paired with elite defense. Helps Carson-Newman get a 73-58 victory. We mentioned Maddie Knuckles. She had 17 points and grabbed 6 rebounds, and she is our premier player of the game. We'll hear from Maddie coming up shortly here on this Domino's post-game report as Carson-Newman wins 73-58. The Lady Eagles trailed by as many as 9, but rattle off a great second half and outscored the Cavaliers 46-26. And it was really all that start of that second half. It wasn't a big scoring run. It was just a little burst with a couple of wise free throws mixed in that eventually led to Carson-Newman blowing this one open. And once it got that second half lead, it never relinquished it to collect a 15-point victory here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We'll continue on with the Domino's post-game report and hear from our premier player of the game, Maddie Knuckles, when we continue on here from Rock Hill after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, we power what matters most.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeandeagles.com/Eagle Club.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at seeandeagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's seeandeagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
All right, Carson-Newman takes down UVA Wise by a final score of 73-58 here at the conference tournament to win. Going away, the Lady Eagles got a second-half lead after not leading in the entire second quarter and find a way to get a 73-58 victory. Balanced effort. Offense, defense, everything was clicking for Mike Mincy's club to collect a quarterfinal victory over UVA Wise. It'll be Carson-Newman's third straight appearance in the semifinal round, and it will be a fifth straight meeting against Anderson tomorrow at noon. Continuing to wrap this one up, we'll hear from Delaney Weddington as well as our premier player of the game, Maddie Knuckles, here post-game on the Eagles Sports Network after Carson-Newman's victory here today against the Highland Cavaliers. Here's some post-game numbers. Maddie Knuckles had a game-high 17 points to lead the way with 6 rebounds. Jennifer Sullivan behind her in scoring with 16 points on 2 made triples, made 6 field goals in the game as well. 12 points apiece for Caroline Hill and Delaney Weddington. Delaney matched her career high with 12 points in what is her third career double-digit scoring day. Carson-Newman also got 6 points from Emily Gonzalez, but she battled foul trouble and only played 18 minutes. Keely Rogers did just about everything. An efficient 5 points for Keely, but she grabbed 10 rebounds and dished out 9 assists and had 3 steals in 35 minutes. Her and Delaney played a lot of basketball there in the second half as Carson-Newman wins this by 15 points. Abigail Johnson had a nice performance off the bench. Made both of her shots, had 4 points and 3 rebounds in 9 minutes, helping carry over some of that foul trouble where Maddie Knuckles had to sit with foul issues throughout. Good minutes from Johnson off the bench for 4, and then Carly Hayworth rounded out Carson-Newman's bench scoring. She had 1 point to total up 17 bench points in the game for Carson-Newman. On UVA Wise's side, the Cavaliers were led by Caroline Mullins, but Mullins only finishes with 14 points, 6 below her season average, and 12 of those 14 came in the first half. Lady Eagles held her to just 1 of 4 shooting in half number 2. Alyssa Cheek finished with 12 points on 4 of 13 shooting, made all 4 of her foul shots, and for the sophomore, it was her third straight game in double figures. In scoring, Shelby Higgins pitched in 11 points, 4 of 9 shooting for Higgins, made 3 threes in just 6 minutes off of Carson-Newman's bench, or off of UVA Wise's bench in the game. Madison Looney had just 6 points in the first 2 meetings for UVA Wise against Carson-Newman. She goes for 9 points in this game, but did it inefficiently, going just 4 of 11. Jaylee Ruling led the team in rebounding. She had 14 rebounds for the 5'5 guard, but just 7 points for her, and her only basket was a 3-pointer in 34 minutes on the floor. Emily Priest killed Carson-Newman in that February meeting. She went for a career-high 22 and made 6 threes. Priest in this game, just one made 3 in 2 tries and scored 3 points in 17 minutes. And Grace V. Borney off the bench in 19 minutes rounded out UVA Wise's scoring with 2 points in 19 minutes. Wise shoots 30% from the field. 20 of 67 were the Highland Cavaliers in today's game. It's a season low in shooting. Worst shooting day for the Cavaliers this season by statistically measure, or second worst rather, by statistically measuring. They shot 27% against Newberry in a victory, but this is their second worst shooting day of the season as Carson-Newman Carson-Newman defeats UVA Wise and hands the Cavaliers their 13th loss of the year and ends UVA Wise's season in a game where Carson-Newman needed that strong second half to deliver the victory. They got it from head coach Mike Mincy's team as Maddie Knuckles leads the way with all scores. And that sets up a quarterfinal round matchup for Carson-Newman against Anderson for the 5th straight season. Those two teams will meet in the SAC basketball tournament. Quality day for Carson-Newman offensively, defensively as well in that second half to get the victory. Lady Eagles outshoot the Cavaliers, made 9 threes in the contest and get a nice win here in the quarterfinal round as we continue to await Maddie Knuckles and Delaney Weddington high atop Rock Hills Sports and Event Center. We'll have about 2.5 hours until Carson-Newman's men's team will take the floor against Lincoln Memorial in the 4-5 matchup on the men's side. And what could be a play-in game to the NCAA tournament. This win for Carson-Newman all but probably shores up a berth to the NCAA tournament as well. It's just going to be a matter of where that tournament will be played. Still many teams in the hunt to have the hosting rights for the NCAA's Southeast Regional Tournament as Carson-Newman wins 73-58. We've heard from head coach Mike Mincy. We'll hear from Maddie Knuckles and Delaney Weddington here post-game as Carson-Newman defeats UVA Wise by a final score of 73-58. Carson-Newman improves to 20-9 overall, and the Lady Eagles have a 20-win season for the 24th time in 45 seasons, and for the 8th time in the past 10 years. Carson-Newman is a 20-win team, led by a great second half. More numbers on the game. 9 threes for Carson-Newman, 5 for UVA Wise. 3 of their 5 threes came from Shelby Higgins in that fourth quarter. Points off turnovers, it was even basically. 14-13, Carson-Newman held the advantage, with turnovers just being one more aside. 16-15, Wise had more in that category. Eagles assisted on 17 of their 27 made field goals, 9 assists from Rogers to lead Carson-Newman's attack. And rebounding did go Wise's way. They out-rebounded Carson-Newman 47-40 and held a distinct advantage on the offensive glass, 16-6. But luckily for Carson-Newman's sake, that did not come back to haunt them. In fact, the second chance points is really what sparked UVA Wise's offense. They got 22 second chance points off 16 offensive rebounds. If you just count all of those as twos, they scored 11 times on 16 offensive rebounds. So credit Carson-Newman for somehow getting away from that and finding a way to win this game despite losing that category in this contest. Carson-Newman scored 24 fourth-quarter points, 22 third-quarter points to combine for 46 total second-half points to outscore Wise by 20 in the second half, 46-26. So it sets up Carson-Newman versus Anderson, and Wingate and Coker are the final quarterfinal matchup on the women's side. and they are warming up at about 20 minutes away from starting basketball again here in Rock Hills Sports and Events Center. Again, Carson-Newman will get Anderson at noon tomorrow here on the Eagle Sports Network. We'll take one final break. We'll hear from our premier player of the game, Maddie Knuckles, as well as Delaney Weddington here at the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. Carson-Newman scores a quarterfinal victory over UVA-wise 73-58. We continue and wrap up the Domino's post-game report with a couple of interviews after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, we power what matters most.
You do that.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities.
I'll go Mike.
Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back here on the Domino's post-game report as Carson-Newman wins 73-58 in the quarterfinal round of the conference tournament to play on to the South Atlantic Conference semifinals tomorrow at noon. We've already heard from head coach Mike Mincy. His post-game comments were brought to us by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. And we're just awaiting our premier player of the game, Maddie Knuckles, and Delaney Weddington after the freshman pours in 12 points for Carson-Newman. Our AEC electrifying play of the game today was Caroline Hill's 3 threes. She hit 2 of them in a row to help Carson-Newman get a double-digit lead that it would never relinquish once it got a double-digit lead. And once Carson-Newman got the lead in the second half, it controlled the game and mainly did because of its defense in this contest, and its defense was outstanding after halftime. 24% shooting for Carson-Newman, or for UVA-wise offensively against a Carson-Newman defense that clamped up in the second half of play to win by 15, 73-58 against UVA-wise in the quarterfinal round. We continue here on the Domino's post-game report with our premier player of the game, Maddie Knuckles. I'm Andrew Rogers here on the Eagle Sports Network. Maddie, a great game for you. You had to battle some foul trouble throughout this one, but still, as usual, poured in an efficient scoring day for 17 points to lead all scorers. How was this offense able to right the ship in the second half? A very efficient scoring second half, and pair that with a really good defensive effort in the final 3 quarters.
Yeah, I think the whole game we were really trying to focus on defense. Like, we debated on if we were going to press or, just get back and defend in the half court, because we knew that we felt confident that we could guard them in the half court. And early in the first half, we got in foul trouble, so that kind of affected a little bit of our aggressiveness, I think, me and Emily as well. But I just think offensively, it was just people not being selfish. And, like, I mean, it wasn't really me going to get buckets by myself. Like, my teammates are finding me, or, like, if they're stepping over to guard and help guard, they just find the open girl. So really that's not really my doing. It's just my teammates finding me. So
what stood out in your eyes defensively? Because they shot 41% in the first quarter, scored 20 points, and then for the rest of the game only scored 38 points, but did it on 24% shooting. What defensively for this group clicked in the last 30 minutes of this game?
Well, honestly, I think we had a bigger lineup start second half. We had Delaney in at the 3 spot, or 4 spot, I believe. And just having the extra length on the court, that honestly changes the game a little bit, because it doesn't really feel like less is more open, I guess you could say. Like, Delaney was helping out on defenders, but, like, also when they pass it down to the post, like, she's dumping down, not fully, but with her length, it looks like they're coming, so they get scared to pass it out. So I think it just rattled them a little bit, like they weren't expecting it. But the offensive rebounding killed us a little bit, especially me down low. I gave up a few that I definitely want back, but I thought we just battled, and, like, we were getting stops, and that was just giving us confidence on the other end. And we were also scoring a little bit better, so I think that was just translating for us. So
you noted your foul trouble and Emily's foul trouble, but even with you two on the bench for parts of the first half and parts of the second half, the offense was still good and the defense was still good, and it was many different players that stepped up. Abigail Johnson made a couple baskets. Caroline Hill was great shooting the ball. You've mentioned Delaney and others. What does that say about this group? Even when two starters, two players that play a lot of minutes, have to sit down, that others can step up and fill roles.
I think Emily said it in her interview with you the other day, talking about how tournament time you never know who's going to come in and show up. And I thought that was huge today, because, you know, if we are successful, we're going to continue playing games back to back to back. So just having them come in, especially Abba. Delaney had good minutes. She didn't come off the floor in the second half. Sybil did some good stuff. She was getting good shots. They weren't falling for her. But Carly, too, like, I think that they all came in and did something good for our team. Like he said in the locker room, everyone that I put on the court, you did something good. Like, it's not about really minutes, but just like what you do and how you affect the game when you're in the game. So I thought that they stepped up big time today, because we needed that, especially with the foul trouble, and knowing that we could be confident in them to go out there and take care of business. So.
Anderson upsets LR yesterday in the 8-1 matchup, just the second time that happened. So you'll get the Trojans, a team you split with in the regular season, tomorrow at noon. What are you looking forward to most as your team begins the journey of trying to win 3 games in 3 days?
Yeah. Our schedule's a little bit different than it has been for the past 2 years. Since I was a freshman, we've always had that rest day. So it's going to be a little bit different for us, but I'm excited. I think that, you know, it's just going to help us stay in a groove. Last year, this exact game is when Anderson put us out. So hopefully that's fuel for the girls, and that we just come out and take care of business and don't get ahead of ourselves. Just, you know, take care of the assignment that's in front of us and worry about that one before the next one. Just trusting each other and having fun. So.
All right, congrats on the win, Maddie.
Thank you.
That is our premier player of the game, Maddie Knuckles, after a game-high 17 points on 6 of 11 shooting, as Carson-Newman wins 73-58. And we continue on here on the Domino's post-game report with freshman Delaney Weddington, as Carson-Newman wins by 15 in the quarterfinal round. Delaney, you continue to play really good basketball. 3rd game in double figures in your last 5, and it comes at a good time in your first postseason game. It did come out in the second half and scored 12 points. What impressed you the most about your performance off the bench in this game, and to have the trust of your coach to be out there for the entire second half?
Yes, I was a little nervous coming in, new scenery, but I just had to stay calm and know that everyone was going to have my back and we would all get through it together.
You were a major part of this defensive effort. They only shoot 24% from the second quarter on in this game. In your eyes, defensively, how did this group clamp down on a very efficient and good scoring offense
we
in this
knew
game?
We all had to help each other in the paint, stop the drives, and then on the kickouts, just make sure we were out there. And I think we did that very efficiently.
Offensively, this team in the second half was really good. Shot 75% in the fourth quarter, 54% in the third quarter as well, to shoot above 55% in that second half and outscore them by 20 points. You were a major part of that, went 5 of 11 or 5 of 10 from the field. How were you able to help this offense click and nailing a 3, but also being able to cut to the basket or make mid-range shots when they were there?
Yeah, I feel like we were just able to exploit them way better in the second half, just better cuts, you know, that find the open spot, find the open person.
For you, obviously, a large stretch of this season, your playing time was not what it is now. How have you used that to better yourself and be ready for this opportunity to get extended time late in the year in postseason basketball and to rise to the occasion in these situations?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a different change for me, but I'm really excited and just trying to do my best at all times.
All right, less than 24 hours away from a semifinal matchup against Anderson. You've seen them twice. You beat them at home. They beat you when you went to Anderson in February. What do you think this team needs to do over the next 20-some hours to get ready for the Trojans tomorrow?
I think we better rest, get ready, and get mentally prepared to go beat Anderson.
All right, that's Delaney Weddington here on the Eagles Sports Network. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
That is the freshman after a 12-point performance matching her career high as Carson-Newman scores a quarterfinal victory over UVA Wise here on the Eagles Sports Network. 73-58 the final score. As we sign off here on the Domino's postgame report and wrap things up, we'd like to thank you for listening throughout today's broadcast, as well as Jay Adams for keeping us on the air throughout today's game. Carson-Newman wins 73-58, and the Lady Eagles have a 20-win season for the 8th time in the last decade by defeating the Wise Cavaliers 73-58. Jay Adams keeps us on the air throughout the entire broadcast here today. I'm Andrew Rogers. Thanks for joining us here from Rock Hill, South Carolina. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 11:45 for the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off as Carson-Newman takes on the Anderson Trojans in the semi-final round. But later today, first, we'll have Carson-Newman men's basketball at 5 o'clock, and Adam Cavalier gets things started with the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off, which starts at 4:45. We'll talk to you later on the Eagle Sports Network, and then tomorrow for the semifinal contest here on the Eagle Sports Network as Carson-Newman battles the Anderson Trojans.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light